that medicine in you. Gorillas of booze.
Welcome to GOB TV. Gorillas of Booze in the house.
Give me 2 times with a Ric Flair.
Wow. That is impressive.
Nailed it. Doug?
Frank?
Christian.
Jay?
That's a good way to start, man. Fuck, that's some energy.
You know,
It was beautiful.
Now, can
It
you
was
talk?
beautiful.
I could have kept going. I could have kept
They can
going.
do it all.
He's done for the rest of the show.
You don't know,
Catching his breath.
You know about my operatic past? Anyway, GOB
Shit, son.
TV, the girls are in the house. If you're in any other part of the country, I mean, this won't make sense by the time it shows, but there's about 300 feet of snow on the ground right now in Jersey. So thank you to everybody for showing up.
Yeah,
So,
that's
putting the
Fuck, man.
snowshoes on, put the chains on the tires and getting us out of here.
I'm thrilled we're drinking all night and then I'm snow plowing tomorrow. Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be helping you.
We'll help you. It's okay.
I need to open my business.
So last time we did an all liquor show, and
Horrible.
That was fun.
yeah, it was not fun.
It was not fun.
But all of, all
Fun
of
for me
us
to watch.
all of us were here to enjoy it and hate each other. Well,
hate each other.
What,
Well-
all of us?
well, almost all of us were here.
Almost.
Chris wasn't here. You know,
No.
obviously he had something very important that happened in his life that stopped him from being here. But it doesn't seem right for the three of us to have had that show
Huh.
and not include Chris in any way.
How did I know?
So
Where are
Chris-
you going with this?
I should be a.
Chris,
you
here's
could
what I
tell me.
have.
Oh, great.
I have one of these.
That
What
was-
the hell's
And Chris,
going
if you
on
paid
here?
attention, if you watched, I don't know if you had a chance to watch the last show or not, but
Yeah.
we did 4 liquors.
I did watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you one of which I think we emptied. We're run out of. So
Oh,
I'm gonna let
boy.
you pick a number, 1 through 3, and then you're just gonna do a shot of it, and it's
Just
gonna
one
kind of be
shot.
like it's gonna be kind of
Just
like
kind
you're
of
in
like
the show.
acclimate.
Do I win in any way here?
Yes,
Yes, you get to drink.
Let's go with number 2.
number 2. I'm glad you said that. Number 2, for those of you who have seen the episode, is our favorite.
Please, please,
Yeah.
please be.
Number 2
Yes! The whiskey dick.
is Whiskey Dick Cherry Whiskey from last
That
week,
shit
or
is
from last
awful.
time.
It's
show.
gonna be number 2, number 1, or number 3.
This is-
That
Doesn't
shit
matter.
is awful.
Listen, don't ruin the illusion. It's whiskey with natural cherry flavor added. It's 33% alcohol by volume, 66 proof,
Wow.
and we hated this.
And if you need any
So
other evidence that we hated it, watch episode 7.
here's a good example of how good this is. That I think it's the top is like sealed onto here.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It was the only liquor I ever saw with freckles in it besides Goldschlager.
Yeah, it had freckles in it, bro.
So that's not
it
a
had
good
straight
sign.
up Morgan Freeman freckles
That's
in it.
not a good sign.
It
to
is
start,
not.
no.
Well, the guy in the front here wears pants like you do, Chris. You know, golfer pants.
Some plaid pants. Oh,
Knickers.
man.
Oh,
Snickers
man.
there,
That is,
bro.
Why am I
There
getting
we go.
bad?
So,
So-
oh man,
Boy, that's
it's making
a-
me sick.
That's
So here you go, Chris.
that's
This
a
is
heavy- heavy
this is
pour,
Chris's introduction to episode 7.
though. Oh boy.
Oh, my.
Chris can do it.
This
It'll be
looks
all right.
this looks great. I think I'd rather have moonshine, which is what it says on this little
On
shot
this
glass.
glass, right? You're probably right.
Man, it's bringing back. I'm starting to shake. I'm feeling memories and stuff. Like I'm PTSD from
Stop
last
it.
episode.
Should I just power this down?
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
it-
oh, yeah,
yeah.
What's the
power
best
that.
way to do it?
No,
All right,
just
take a
do
sip,
it
see
like
what
a
you
shot.
see what you feel, and then
Yeah,
power
well,
it
yeah.
down.
Just sip
You
it
sip
first
it,
to
then
see
go
if you have any
first.
thoughts.
Yo,
Oh my
replay
god.
that blink in his
It's
face.
like,
yo.
it's like fire water.
So far,
Oh, it's
Chris's
gross.
impression is in line with ours.
I'm at the normal spot where it should have been poured. By the
Yeah,
way.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
By the way.
Old heavy
This
pour
is-
ham
this
hands
is-
over there.
This is great.
Oh, did I pour too much? I couldn't.
Boy, I hope you're never a bartender. You're gonna,
Animals.
you're gonna put the owner out of business.
I couldn't tell.
All right,
I
ready?
thought it was the right pour.
No,
Now you
no.
got to shoot it down.
Down in one.
Am I ready? No.
Down in one.
You can do it, Chris.
This is for all you fuckers. I appreciate you.
Wow.
Oh,
Champion status.
That was brutal.
You'll
Much
see the
love on that one. Welcome. Much love.
you'll see the veins start coursing through the meat hammers here as we go along.
Shout out to IPA Suck for the down in one reference. We
Oh.
appreciate you.
I'm good.
All right.
Imagine.
Oh, do you smell him coughing that up?
Oh my.
Oh God,
Oh, that's
it
great.
brings me right back.
How many
That's
shots did that we do
wonderful.
last episode?
Too many.
Holy shit.
Way
many.
more than he really should have.
I can see why you would have a whiskey dick after drinking that. You lose bodily function.
So-
My
so-
God.
What are we doing? Where are we going?
Well,
we're not
here's
doing
what- I
more,
mean, you know,
liquor, I think. We
if,
should go move on to beer, maybe, right?
If anybody's joining us for the first time, generally what we do, this is going to be a terrible episode for this, but generally what we do is we have a structure. It's 4 beers, 1 for each of us, or 4 liquors,
He's
depending on the show.
dying.
I'm gonna talk right over him coughing.
I'm sorry, I can't control.
And then after those beers, we get together, kind of figure out what we thought was the best beer of the night. Then we move on to our signature segment, which is bad beer of the night, which is we punish ourselves after drinking good beers. We then punish ourselves with an expired beer. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. Tonight's going to be a little bit more of a free flow. because a couple episodes ago I mentioned that I imported a bunch of beers from Belgium
Legally.
legally.
Yeah.
So we're
Well,
going to kind of just look at a bunch of them here tonight. We'll kind of keep an eye on time. I know it sounds hard to believe for us to say we're going to keep an eye on time, but we'll kind of just stuff in as many as we can, 4, 5, 6, whatever we can do. Of course, we'll still do a bad beer of the night at the end.
Done.
Obviously,
I'm ready.
the idea of doing Belgian beers kind of eliminates anybody from drinking along at home, but there is a way for you to get them. Obviously, we're not going to,
Yes, you can legally acquire these at home.
yeah, we're not going to promote the websites or any of those kinds of things, but there's several websites where you can do it.
Do some research. You'll find it.
Since it is Belgian and we're talking about what it's going to prevent people from doing, it's absolutely preventing me from enjoying any of these. I'm not a Belgian fan.
I don't think I enjoy anything after drinking that shot. I think I'm.
I think it can only get better. To
Yeah.
be
Oh
honest.
yeah, that is true.
It can only get better for you, bro.
That's a
Trust
good
me.
point.
I should also mention that immediately after this, we film a second show. It's our new concept. It's called Slosh Talk, which is essentially after we're already a little bit in the bag, in an
little
effort
bit.
to try to keep this more beer related, we'll do a second show that's kind of like we talk about stuff,
Topical.
topical news, sports, entertainment.
I thought he was going to say nudes.
Top.
We don't talk about nudes, bro.
Well, hey, we'll talk about news all day. You know what I mean? Get at me. No, but no. So,
Lex.
I_Lex.
Yeah.
but we're going to add a little bit of a new wrinkle to Slosh Talk. So it's going to make you want to tune in. If you watch the liquor episode, when we do the beer thing, shout out to Zane Lamprey.
That was a nightmare.
When we do the
That was a
burp and then
nightmare.
you do this move, 3 sheets coming back. By the way, Zane Lamprey, good luck. Now we're gonna do a little bit different, where we're not gonna do shots where that happens. We're gonna kind of keep track, and whoever loses is gonna start Slosh Talk drinking a bad beer, an expired beer, a horrible beer, all on his own.
I'll take that over a bunch of shots.
Because
that's,
just,
I agree.
we came to the conclusion as I slept through Slosh Talk on the couch, and it was a rough.
Hold it,
that-
Frank.
This game's awesome, but shots after that is just too much. So we'll do something that you love, and seeing me sleep can't be one of them, right? Can't be something you love. We'll do the bad beer instead of the shots.
It's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Like you start Slosh Talk with a bad beer, while the rest of us will enjoy whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we'll keep a tally.
Chill.
That's like playing beer pong with shots instead of
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
beer.
it was. But end of the night, it was awful.
I saw.
We were zombies.
Yep.
We really were. And these two fucking
So is there any
monsters
now,
bringing
now the next
Whiskey Dick and El Jimador. Jesus.
the next morning were any any incidents? The
I mean,
next
I
morning?
wanted to.
You're talking about Whiskey Dick?
I wanted to die.
Well, that's also an incident. I meant.
It was.
I meant throwing.
It was a
up.
hard morning and
Yeah.
then a hard
No,
day.
I had a better morning than I do some of the beer shows. Actually,
Huh.
while I hated everything, I didn't get nearly as drunk as
It
I
was
did
tough for me. I
with
think I had
the
my
beer
first
shows.
beer the next day around 2, so it was tough.
Oh no, he was drinking
No,
around 2
definitely was
o'clock.
drinking.
Well, that's a good sign. If you're
Frank
drinking.
suffers from alcoholism.
So,
you can look that up in the dictionary. It's there.
Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm an alcoholic. Listen, man, we accept you. You're in a
okay.
safe zone.
His alcohol blood
Listen, I'm
level
not a
is
quitter,
not a
alright?
blood alcohol level for a normal human.
Not a fucking quitter.
So this time on this one, we thought we would, since I mentioned the Belgian beers that I brought in, we thought we would just kind of look at Belgian beers. I said that already, but so this show will be all Belgians, including the bad beer of the night. So that should be fun. I don't know, maybe we'll throw a big Belgian flag up here, to get us really in the mood.
I'm gonna light some fucking candles. Get us in the mood. What are you talking about? Get us
Yeah,
in
the
the mood.
Olympics are
Jesus.
going on. That'd be fitting.
Lately, as we started, I'm going to ignore all that. Lately, as we started shows,
Chamonix.
we've been kind of doing. I hate to say the word educational. It makes me cringe every time I say it. But
It
we kind
seems
of do something in the
presumptuous, but we
beginning
do
where we try to
educate.
talk about, teach, whatever,
Informative.
whatever. So
Yes.
we thought for this time it would make sense to talk about Belgian beers and brewing in Belgium, that kind of stuff. So, brewing in Belgium dates back to the 12th century, to the First Crusades. And basically, the monks of the time brewed and distributed beer as a way of raising funds
For the Crusades?
to survive the Crusades, I guess. Really,
Fun times. Crusades.
they were low alcohol, not a huge amount of flavor, and they were really designed to be like kind of refreshing and like a healthier. What am I trying to say? A more sanitary option as opposed to the filthy drinking water that was available at the time.
Wow.
So the beer actually served a real purpose for you at the time. All the monasteries that brew the beer now were occupied by monks fleeing the revolutions. So, but even then, it took another 50 years before the very first Trappist brewery, the Trappist monastery that was a brewery, which is Westmalle, actually, which is still active today, before they brewed their first beer. So 50 years later, of all these monks,
That's not too bad.
doing whatever.
50 years.
and the beers that they brewed were just for them. It was just for the monks to drink. It was like a dark, kind of sticky, sweet sort of beer that they only made for them.
Just monks getting drunk and it was dark and sticky.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
They also jerked off on each other.
Whoa!
Is that in there? No. So I'm going to cheat and look at the date because I thought this was interesting. The very first recorded sale of beer. I want to make sure I get this date right because it's crazy. In Belgium, they actually recorded the very first sale of beer. It was June 1st, 1861, and it was a brown beer. So I don't know what that says, but about
Brown note.
the brown note. Yeah, no. So if you like dark brown beers, Jay, you're in for a treat.
Nope. Not
The,
even a
other,
little
the
bit.
only other thing I wanted to do, and I'm gonna again, this is kind of lame, but I'm gonna read it actually right from my notes that I kept here because I like this quote. So, the UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization,
I knew that.
they said of the Belgian beer culture, this is a direct quote: beer culture in Belgium combines know-how concerning nature, social practices, and craft skills that constitute an integral part of daily and festive life. Regularly shared between practitioners, knowledge and skills are transmitted from masters to apprentices in breweries, but also within families, in public spaces, through formal education. Beer culture in Belgium contributes to the economic and social viability at a local level and the constitution at the social identity and continuity of its bearers and practitioners who promote responsible production and consumption. So what does that mean? So we've
It
talked...
sustains them, right?
Yeah, well, we've talked a little bit about like some of the stories you hear in the American craft breweries or the American craft beer world, where it's a couple of dudes who love beer. They start messing around with a homebrew recipe. They figure out that they have something that works. The two guys, they start selling it to their friends, the families. They end up starting a nano brewery, grows into a microbrewery, grows into treehouse brewing. So that's not really how it works in Belgium. In Belgium, in the 1800s, your dad was brewing beer and was successful, and he passes it on to the son, who passes it on to the son, who passes it on to the son. It's a family tradition, and it's treated very much like masters and apprentices, kind of like blacksmithery and I don't know, leather working, that kind of stuff. Anytime there would be a master and a trade.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's treated very differently, and as a result, the industry treats it very differently. It's not looked down upon. It's not one of these things where, like, if you're in Belgium, I mean, I haven't been to Belgium, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be one of these things where you're watching 100 ads about how awful alcohol is. It's treated as it's an important part of the society, and as such, they take the time to tell you, hey, enjoy this responsibly. Like, so
Making its own right.
it's
like
just
an
an
old
interesting. It's a
family
whole different world.
recipe.
It's an whole different world. It's a whole different
If
culture.
an Italian family had a
it's
recipe
interesting.
for
Yeah, exactly.
for meatball parm and it's passed down through the years, and grandma makes it now, that's kind of like the same. Like they're passing
Like
it down
sauce,
from father
yeah.
to son
Yeah.
to
Sauce.
son.
Right.
It's a long-standing thing with them. That's
right.
actually
their
really
sauce,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
it's just it's not that it's I don't know how to really. It's just looked at differently than it is here.
Mhm.
So I thought that was interesting.
No, that's actually
this
really
fucking
cool.
sucks. Don't do that again.
Yeah, that's really
yeah. Like so, Jay is about to shit on the entire culture
Yeah.
momentarily. Like,
Oh, I'm about to
We're
Duke
only
Fest
trying
all
to get
over
through
this.
the
oh, this is
Crusades.
with
We're only
Bruin?
trying
Yeah,
to get
great.
through the
Don't do that
Crusades.
again.
I'm gonna Duke Fest all over that shit. Like I'm gonna be Jim Carrey in the monastery, and they're like, "You have just achieved oneness. You can leave now." And that's gonna be me.
How many lives do you think that might have saved with the Crusades? People are getting drunk and happy, and "All right, I'm not going to go, kill as
I
many
won't
people
cut any heads
today."
off today.
Yeah,
I'm feeling good off this
Yeah.
brown beer.
This is great.
No,
I
I'm
think the
gonna-
brown beer
I'm
make
gonna-
me want to kill more people.
I'm-
Is that
No,
is
Ray,
that in bad
because-
taste?
Well,
That might
good
be in
thing you
bad
weren't
taste.
born back then. You would have been like
I'm knocking
the Charles Manson
on the fourth wall. Is that in
of,
bad
the
taste?
Crusades.
Talking directly to you there with the keyboard, eating the Cheetos. Is that you? Is that in bad taste? Cut more heads off because of a brown beer?
Wait, you can see me eating Cheetos? Oh. So I mean, I don't know. Anybody want to drink anything? Or?
Yeah, let's get to it, man.
I want to drink anything
Alright.
but that last shot.
So
Really wonderful.
first up, we have
Whiskey dick, sorry.
Oh, they make a beer. too?
Whiskey Dick. It's a cherry.
I didn't know they made a beer. Shit.
I will throw this glass.
I will
Fuck this.
slide down your 3 feet of snow and take my chances going home.
What we'll do is, and listen, after each beer, I'm not going to say brewed in Belgium. Every one of these beers
It's a
are from Belgium, the country
Belgium
of Belgium.
show.
They're not Belgian style. They're not, whatever. They're from Belgium. So the first thing we'll start with is the. Oh, by the way, I should also say I'm going to butcher many of these words. I don't mean to. I don't mean any disrespect
No, we're so
to the culture.
articulate here.
I did spend a little bit of time trying to learn Flemish today, but unfortunately, I have a job that does not allow me to have all that kind of free time. So not all this is
Fucking
going to come
work,
out as the way I want it
It's
to.
overrated.
Never let you learn anything while you're working.
But we're going to start easy with a wit beer. So this is Pater Lieven, Wit Blanche, which is just a fancy way of saying white beer. So it's a wheat beer. It's going to be a cloudy, hazy white beer. It's a 4.6%, I believe, ABV.
Listen, sounds good.
The other thing I'm going to do, and I know I don't normally do this, and it's weird, but there's a lot of information. I'm going to constantly be looking at my notes down here. It is a 4.5% ABV. Sorry. It uses oats and wheat in the brewing process, which gives the beer its pale color and its cloudy appearance. And it's also unfiltered. So it remains cloudy, and this is going to be a favorite for you, Jay. Contains living yeast cells. So that should be good.
It's what we do here.
Yes.
If it doesn't contain living yeast cells, we don't want it.
We are true guinea pigs
Organisms flying in your stomach.
for our viewers.
I was almost nervous because when he smells the beer and he goes, "Oh," I get nervous. But he smelled that, and
This
he was
is
just
this
nothing.
one's going to
No,
be
no big
pretty, I think pretty easy. to
Yeah.
And
do.
really,
he's
why
all
we're going to
like-
do more than 4 is because, as you can see, the
That's
bottles that I got from Belgium are fairly small.
We're
so,
just getting
It's
sips.
just going to be 2 or 3 ounces each. So,
So
God forbid we do a show where we're not annihilated. By
If you've watched this show before, which hopefully you all have, you're going to repeat and
Oh,
continue
look
to
at
watch.
that.
Well, that's a good start.
About 9 fingers ahead.
yeah. Hold on, I got to get my toes out so I can measure the
About
head.
9 fingers ahead.
Is there any beer in there?
But
Oh
if,
my God!
if
Well,
you've-
living yeast cells.
Yes.
if you've watched this show before,
you might have
you
to
will
pass that back
realize
down to me.
that with heavy pour ham hands, all 3 of them on that side of the couch, by the time it gets to me, I will have but a sip.
No, let's see what we got.
so-
Now. We got over half a bottle. So
Dude, you don't need to shake it up anymore. You've got the head, bro.
I think you'll be all right.
And I'm going to get all of the yeast all show
No,
long.
no, please save me a little bit so I can get some actual beer in this cup, please.
Hopefully, we don't get a yeast infection there, Jay. That would
I'm
be
good there, buddy.
Pretty
Pass that on down.
disgusting.
I mean, Jay,
I got.
Wow.
I
really?
mean,
I got.
There's a whole nother beer in there.
I got.
yeah, no, Jay, I think you're a little.
You
low.
I
got-
got.
Ungat is what you got.
I'm seeing clear.
You got Stu got.
Yeah.
A little. Well, all right,
Yes.
not clear. It's
Oh,
you
hey.
peed, but you haven't drank a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even vitamin P. You just haven't drank a lot of water. You need to step your
Yeah, there's
electrolytes
some
up.
Transparency for there.
Anybody else get 9
Uh,
fingers ahead, or was that just me?
That was.
Well, I didn't
That was
pour
just you,
it.
buddy.
I don't know from your
Is that
pour.
is that Wu Tang's new album? 9 fingers ahead.
Absolutely horrible lacing. It slides back down as
Yeah.
soon as you get done.
Yep.
So you got a little bit of an asparagus pea look
Yep.
with not a great lacing.
Smell. Very farmhouse ale-ish.
Now this has a lot more.
Is that like
Now the yeast-
perfumey?
See the carbonation? It's continuing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Is
wow! Look at that.
See, look at the bottom of that. It's
Look,
still
is your
coming
mine
up.
doing that?
This is still rising.
Fuck no, yours
Is
is,
that the
Why
yeast?
is his clearer than mine?
dude. His is like
It's still going.
his is
Oh,
like
no,
he's
it's
got
still going. Yeah,
a.
you're
Are
right.
you connected to a tap?
That's what it looks like. That's crazy.
What do you smell? I smell like perfume.
Of course, you bring a physics machine with you.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Do I smell wine? A white
It
wine?
smells like champagne.
Like a champagne.
You know, when I poured it, that's what it reminded me of. Is like champagne.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay,
because I don't like champagne.
It sure looks like one. It
Shit,
sure
man.
That's a good start.
It sure looks
Doug,
like one.
are you gonna get anything but some foam? What? Holy Jesus, dude! None of us got foam like you. Like, what happened there, bud? Did it have you pour down the center?
no, I poured it down the side. I thought. I mean, I wasn't really paying. I didn't really expect the explosion, so I wasn't paying strict attention. But I thought I poured it like a normal human being would.
Hopefully, there's no monk cum shot in there as to why you're getting all that.
No schmegma.
Hopefully there is. It's like eating the worm in tequila, baby.
What are you
All right,
getting
so
here?
all right, we're smelling like a champagne-y smell. It's a little
Yeah.
bit like a perfumey champagne-y.
You are very perfumey, actually. Smell some banana. In
I
there?
tell you, it tastes a million times better than it smells.
Yeah.
Oh, we're diving in. We've done
You
that.
know, it does taste champagne-y, though.
I should tell you that I'm a huge fan of this style of beer, though.
I like with beers as well.
There's a brewery. There's a beer restaurant next to what's the arena? Have we talked about this on the show? What's the arena in Newark?
Newark? Oh, I forgot.
Gilbert Arenas Arena. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
No,
one.
no.
There's a German beer hall across the street from there that has a fucking amazing.
talking
liquor.
about
It's
where
one
we've
of the
gone a million
one of the best
times?
beers I've ever had. Yeah. I just can't remember. Was it the
You're talking about where gonorrhea rhymes?
got all the-
What was it?
where
Where's that
gonorrhea
building?
is? Say gonorrhea.
Where gonorrhea rhymes,
yeah,
right? That's what he
gonorrhea
said?
rhymes. Yeah.
It's got all the picnic tables
In any
outside.
case,
What's the name
Yeah.
of the place?
a little orange peely,
Yeah.
a little coriander,
Smell banana.
a little banana.
No?
Seems about right for a whip beer.
Yeah.
Zeppelin Hall is what we're looking for, I think. There.
No, it's
Oh, different place.
That's in Jersey City.
Oh,
I'm
Jersey.
That's
getting
also a good call,
champagne
but-
taste. I'm getting a champagne
little champagne-y
taste.
on the
Mhm.
finish.
Like a flat champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of carbonation.
Flat champagne for me on the taste. Really flat champagne.
It's weird because I have no flatness. I mean, this is all carbonation in mine.
Yeah, all your carbonation ended up in my glass and Chris's glass, apparently.
That's so weird.
You add that to the perfumey smell. I don't like this.
Yeah, you do.
It's a really, really, really easy to drink beer. I will
it's a
say
salt-
that.
yeah,
I mean,
it's a
you
very
just-
light beer.
You could chug that if you want. It wouldn't even phase you.
You think summer beer?
This
Yeah.
is definitely like kind of a
Summer
summer
beer,
beer.
for sure.
It's more of a stale back end than a bitter back end. It's got like that dry finish.
Oh, I don't get any bitterness at all.
It's a dry.
Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't
could,
even
I could
know.
get dry, but not.
It's dry.
I don't taste, but we got 4 different glasses. It seems like almost. One's got carbonate. Well, I mean, I got carbonation. You don't. He's
Yeah.
got carbonation.
I spiked yours with cherry dick.
What cherry dick?
Whiskey dick.
With cherry dick.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that could be part
Whiskey
of it.
dick.
My taste buds are still,
Yeah,
stuck
that-
on the
That might
whiskey.
fuck
dick.
everything up
That
for the
might
rest
fuck
of your
up my,
night.
I don't have a sense of smell. Now I have no sense
The whole
of
rest
taste.
of his night is fucked up. Nothing tastes right.
I'm of no use. I have no sense of smell and no sense
Don't
of
take
taste.
my
now.
word for anything.
Look at the whole intro. He was back there.
I know. Hey, welcome to
Choking.
GOBC.
I sound like The Walking Dead back here.
Right, literally.
I finished mine,
Oh,
so
man, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna just jump into rating my end because
Go
I
ahead.
finished mine. You guys still have some in yours. I'm gonna give that a 2.5 for me. If it wasn't, I'm gonna give that a 2. I had to jump back because it was just champagne-y. The perfumey was a little too strong. Dry on the back end. Not much crazy flavor. Just like a flat champagne. So that's a 2 for me.
Going off 3 out of 5 senses that I currently have at this moment, I can only do so good with this.
What's the
so-
other one you lost? Taste?
Well, yeah, just now. With
Oh,
the,
yeah. All right.
whiskey
No, I
dick.
just want to make sure I was on the same page. That's
Yeah.
Just going on vision alone, right?
And I have no sense of smell, obviously, but I do have great vision. But that's irrelevant here. I'll go with a 2.25 because I'm a little more generous than Jay, but I didn't
That's
enjoy
right.
it all that much.
That's
It wasn't terrible, just nothing great.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit higher than you guys. I'm gonna give it a 3.25.
Because
Yeah.
are you high?
Change.
3.5?
No, it's not bad.
Jesus.
Jay's
It's a
gonna
drinkable
be-
beer.
Jay's going to be really
Very
mad at me.
drinkable beer.
It's a very drinkable beer.
Give it a 4 and I'll throw my glass at you.
We'll put Double Chris up. if you
all right,
do
well,
it.
based on that,
Oh yeah.
should we go to Double Chris? All right, we'll go to Double Chris first.
Well, I was waiting to see what you said.
Oh,
We
see, that's
thought
not
so.
as bad now. I don't feel as bad. I'm actually I'm gonna go 3.75.
Holy.
3.75. I like the style, man. I really like the style, and if you like the style, this is a very good interpretation of the style.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not the best whip beer I've ever had, but it's very good.
I can live with that.
Maybe you don't like coriander, Jay. Shit, not everybody likes coriander.
Or fake shit.
Or not everybody likes
Your
fig vodka.
your
You
fig
prick.
vodka, yeah.
Whiskey Dick, you are not allowed to talk.
I didn't say I like.
Neither are
whiskey.
you, Hemador.
What was the name of his shit again?
El Jimador.
Figadors?
No.
Fig what?
No, Figueroa.
Figueroa.
Figarella.
Figueroa.
It's like a cigarella with
Fig,
figs.
fig, fig.
Figanza. Whatever.
Fig Newton.
Figenza.
Figanza.
Yeah, so,
So that's the.
I
That's one.
saw that, and I went, all right, so we're starting off light, because I know I'm going to hate the darker ones.
Mhm.
I didn't like the lighter ones, so the darker like this is just going to be a bad episode
You,
for me.
my friend, are in trouble then. So that's
Should
the
I
patter,
go?
The patter leaving
Should I
with
leave?
beer.
I can just, listen, I'll be back. Put
No,
me
no.
on the wall. I don't have to be here for this.
No, this doesn't work that way. You got to suffer too.
What's the name of the brewery?
Why would you do that
I've
to
still got
me? Such a cock.
I've
Because
still
you
got
do it
the-
to him every time. What's
Well-
the name of the brewery, Doug?
The brewery. So that's the
Sorry,
patter leaving wit. It's
pronounce
brewed
it.
by Vanden Bosch
Okay.
out of Belgium.
Okay.
Vanden Bosch brewery.
That was pretty easy.
That's
All
not
right,
bad.
all right.
Got that one, but the rest are gonna be worse.
And the
I would
Bosch.
have thought it was like shit Donkey Moose Kalkenhausen. But
yeah,
it's a
something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one next door.
yeah,
With
okay.
100
Yeah.
It's
syllables.
on the block.
Should we stay kind of the lower end and stay with a style?
Yes.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
style that
let's
we're
ease
more
into
familiar
this
with?
Yeah,
shit,
let's work
dude.
our
All
way
right.
up, yeah.
I got a good one. You'll like
You
this one.
finger the hole before you listen. I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
ease into it. You know what I mean?
Figure it? You don't play with it first.
I mean, you could hitchhiker, thumb it. Yeah.
And what do you have next?
That was very good transition, Frank.
Oh,
So we'll stay on the lighter end of things, and I think you guys will be happy here. This is a style that we're familiar with, a style that we like.
really?
So next up, I have Martin's IPA.
Oh, there you go.
Now, this, of course, is a Belgian IPA, not an IPA as we think of it. So it's
Oh, shucks.
it's going to be more like the English style IPAs that we've talked about in the past. So this is it's going to have a hoppy flavor, and what they do different here is they add actual hop flowers are added during fermentation to get that flavoring. So it's not
Okay.
brewed like a normal IPA as you would think of it. So
Yep.
it's Belgium's finest IPA, they call it. Martin's IPA, triple
It's a low
hop
bar.
flower, 6.9% ABV. Brewed by John Martin's Brewery. So that one's an easy one for me. Go fuck yourself, Chris.
Nope. Before I even try it, I'm gonna just say nope. Not gonna like a Monk's IPA for some reason. I know I have a sixth
it's
sense
not
about these
necessarily
things.
brewed
I
by
know
Monk's.
these things.
It's a
I'm not
sixth
gonna like
sense.
that. Now, but anything to get the taste out of the first one, like if I can re-rate that right now, I would, because that'd be a 1. The taste it left in my fucking mouth.
I feel like you literally got the worst glass because I didn't.
You want to go first this time?
saying.
You want to pour first?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Feel bad for you.
I didn't think it was as bad as you're making out.
Pour
to
like
be.
a man. No.
Here you go.
No,
That's-
no,
That's
no.
all yours, dude.
What the
No.
fuck was that?
Come on, light hand, Luke. Pour it in there.
I got it. I got it.
That's a bit light, but
Oh, Chris, there's only like 11 ounces in these
but,
bottles.
we'll move down and see if you need.
Yeah, is
more.
that their serving?
We'll see if you need more.
Is this standard
I
serving?
got a
guess?
lot of that right out of the bottle, and I was like, man, Jay is not going to like that.
Oh my god!
This
there's
whole show is gonna be beer
There was
beers.
smegma in there when I was pouring it in.
Yeah, these are real beers.
And why is every beer in your glass just carbonated like a motherfucker,
No,
dude?
seriously.
Yeah, again.
Chris, clean your glass.
No, there
bro.
might be like a hole in the bottom of his glass. Actually,
Is this the one you dropped on the floor? The one
No,
episode?
he might actually have some type of hole like in his glass.
Wouldn't it be leaking out of the glass?
Yeah, it
no,
would've
no,
been
no,
leaking.
no, just air. You can't have complete air.
Is the glass gonna spill the
There's
beer
a
on me
fucking-
just like Jay did by
No.
itself?
Yeah, by itself.
Finish that off, dude. You still got some in there.
It's the opposite.
Oh, no,
hand.
no. That's the yeast.
You want that?
No.
Here we go. Somebody else can have it.
No,
This time.
Jay, you're a
He
little-
goes to pour it.
you're a little
Doesn't-
light.
He doesn't take it. He goes to
No.
pour it in Frank's. You bastard. You
It's
bastard.
fine. Whatever. I'll eat it. It's good for you.
Bastard.
It's just some nourishment.
I'll eat it. Is the key, not drink it.
All right, so it's got like a
Caramel.
Caramelly, yeah.
Yeah.
Caramelly.
Again, I
No.
started to present the bottles as though they can see.
bad lacing, but all right. So I'm not going to mention lacing every glass. I'm assuming Belgians don't have good lacings because
Yeah, that's good, lady. What are you
Well,
talking
he
about?
does.
really, look at my
Yeah.
glass, nothing.
You know, this happened last
Yeah, but
beer too.
you're
It's like we have 4
all right,
different.
So
Yeah.
his is
It's-
carbonated as fuck. Yours is foamy as fuck. His is the only regular one on the show, and mine's flaccid.
I
Now
got
the-
some.
is that the yeast? that's
Yours,
causing that? We have more
look like
yeast?
it has like an oil spot on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
Yours
Did we
looks
pick,
like
did
the
we pick dirty
Valdez.
glasses out? Are these right? Are these okay?
Is that from the Valdez?
We have 4
oil
different
spill?
beers. It's a good call. If you're not a beer
It really
drinker
does.
and you're just getting into
Smells
craft, you're gonna
exactly
realize
like
this.
an English IPA.
When you have a craft, regardless of what it is, most of the time, when you crack that beer open, and let's say you're splitting it with your significant other or a good friend or whatever, because it's got to be a good friend to share a craft. You don't share it with anybody, but you're splitting it with somebody. You pour that first one out, you pour that second one out. That second one's going to be a little more murky, a little more something to it. First one will be a little more clear. So you're going to get different looks in some glasses with the same bottles most of the time. 4 different looks is not normal, and that's 2 beers in a row with 4 different beers.
It is weird. Yeah.
Sudsy as hell, carbonated,
Really
the only
carbonated.
regular one, and me with oily
Frank, you got the most normal looking
monk
pour.
pimple juice.
That is. What are you getting off the bat? Like some malty
Yeah,
piss.
it's a lot of malt.
Oh,
Almost like
it's malty piss. It's malty bum piss.
I almost
Malty
get,
apple piss.
It's-
Like
So
an apple.
we
piss.
I
We've
almost
gone-
get like an unripened banana.
Really? I
we-
get like apple cider.
We've gone from malty piss to
Like a
vitamin
malty
vitamin
apple
E
cider.
urine on the first beer.
I get a little urinal cake.
Urinal.
All right, let's try this monk IPA.
Not that bad. Actually lighter than I thought.
I like that actually.
It's not horrible oil water.
A little caramelly in the
Yeah.
taste,
Yeah.
actually, as
Some
opposed to the
caramel.
smell.
Ithaca makes a beer that tastes like this. I had one. I can't remember. Flower Power.
What was it? What was that English beer we had?
The Samuel
Samuel
Smith
Smith?
organic
Sam Smith,
IPA
yeah.
or whatever.
It's pretty
That,
close.
I like.
Yeah.
It's
Smell
not
It
as
was-
strong and bitter.
Smell it after you taste it. Anybody else's changed? Mine
Do what?
changed. Mine smell it after you tasted it. Like sip it and then smell it again.
Let me dig in
Yeah, I
there.
don't smell anything now.
No,
I definitely don't smell.
Chris
anything.
suddenly smells.
Did the smell change for you
I
guys?
definitely don't smell anything.
No, not really.
No.
Not for me, obviously.
It was very like urinal cakey,
That's
and
like-
now
that's
it's
like Dookie Booty.
heavy sweat.
Heavy sweat.
Maybe
it's
the guy
heavy
that was
sweat.
urinating was sweating into the urinal as well. Maybe that's where you're getting that from.
Chris gets the first L.
That's one.
Oh my god.
I can't think of what brewery does it, but I forget even who I was talking with this about. But one it might have been you.
Well,
It might have been you I was talking with
Yeah.
it about, where there's a brewery that actually sours their beer by putting it outside and letting the.
Oh, buddy,
the
we got one
stuff
of the,
come
we got
into
at
that.
least one of those coming.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I
Is
got
that you I was
covered.
talking about?
I remember you talking about it.
I think it was you. You showed me a picture of it or something
Yeah,
like that, and there was.
I think
But-
Hill's Farmstead does that a lot in Vermont. They
Okay.
do that kind of wild fermentation stuff.
Yep.
But it started in Belgium. They used their cool ships. That's what the monks were doing.
Okay.
So they would brew the beer. Actually, I had a thing that I'll talk about. We can talk about it right now. So one of the wild fermentation is big, and it's a big part of a lot of the Belgian
Mm-hmm.
beers. So they brew the beer, and instead of a normal fermentation, they dump it into what's called a cool ship. And in the old style, they would take the cool ship upstairs to like the top floor of the monastery, open the window, and just leave.
That's some cool shit.
And then just let all the wild shit that's in the air get in there.
Nobody-
And then
nobody-
that would be the fermentation.
No filtration, obviously.
Did you say that's some wild shit? Is that what
I
you
said
just
that's some cool shit. Nobody?
Oh,
y'all
cool
just let me
shit.
ride through that one like, wah, wah, wah.
That's some wild yeast.
I want to welcome my grandfather to the show. For the first time.
I don't think it's that bad. It's okay. Maltier.
It's got a little bit of that
Are we
old school, like,
expecting,
Colt 45 smell to it right now.
Oh,
It's getting worse.
so Mad
Yeah,
Dog.
it's not warming well.
No.
And so English style, is it English IPA supposed to drink at room temperature or English ales? you're
English
supposed to-
ales, but I
English
mean,
ales.
I probably the IPA. I mean, the IPA isn't a huge thing. It's more the English ale is like their
Mhm.
style,
Right.
but they make the sort of the British IPA.
Well, we do drink a lot of stuff on the show where it's supposed to be drank warmer.
We
but
do,
We
yeah.
just kind of.
We can't
Yeah,
refrain.
I mean, if you think about it, porters, stouts,
Yeah.
British ales,
Yep.
extra special bitters, all that stuff should
Yeah.
really be not necessarily room temperature, but closer to it than we drink. Like right,
Yeah.
hey, right out of the fridge into
Right.
our mouth.
Right.
Which I prefer anyway. For some reason. I don't know.
Oh, that was you that time.
Definitely.
That was
you.
me.
Right
Yeah.
down the line.
It's one of well, because I'm focusing on the shit I've got in my glass. Man.
Send them off in a stretcher.
It's like the schmegma. I can't stop staring at.
No, I'm upset. I put this in a treehouse glass.
Are those stalactites in your cup?
Am I the last one to drink it too? Oh, you still got some more. I'll let you finish. I'll be last.
Just
I'll
like
be
to
last.
point out
I'm
that
not
2
proud
out
of
of 2
this.
times so far. Oh, dog drinks 10 days to drink a 5-hour energy, and I finished both times. I'm just saying.
Oh, someone's taking stuff to heart these days.
Oh,
Yo, he's.
I'm sensitive.
got me feeling emotions. He's in his emotions right now.
He's an extra.
Yo, liquor show. There were so many incidents of Tony J.O., but y'all did it too. Y'all were singing this
Tony
shit the whole
J.O..
I
time.
saw
and-
that. I saw that. I was watching. That was funny.
Here, finish this. Let's
No,
just-
no, I'm good. I'm good.
It's a
Jay.
thing we're doing. It's
Frank,
new.
why don't you,
We're
Frank,
not-
why don't
we're
you,
not doing
you
that.
wanna
It's a
start
rule.
race? You want to start the race?
Yeah, rating down
Huh?
that end.
Start the race.
Start there.
Yeah. I like that one. So I give that one also a 3.5.
Is that what you gave the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I
Because
believe.
I remember there was a quick hit
Is
that we did where you're like, yeah, I'm going to go with that and give it a completely different score than everybody
Wait, is this
else.
Doppel? Is this a
possible.
Doppel Frank beginning? No, 3.5 to everything. It seems like.
No, I think
To get
it's,
your head
it's
up there.
I find it as,
Yeah.
like I said, to me a 3.5 is like a drinkable beer that I would drink it over again.
You would drink this again?
I'm actually going to go lower. I don't know that I would have it. I'm going to go with 3, just an even 3, because it's good for the style, but I don't really like the style, so it's not for me. I'm going to go 3.
I like it infinitely better than the first beer. Probably piggyback off what Frank said. 3.5 for me. It was pretty good. I could drink it all day.
I like boozy beers.
Me too. I do too. And it was caramel, a little
Yeah,
caramelly,
caramelly.
and
You know what I used to, and I think that the New England style IPA thing is just
Ruined
it's
your
ruined
brain.
me.
Looks like I have
Yeah.
liquid caramel in the glass.
Looks like you got liquid bitch in that glass. Why don't you
Yeah.
finish that glass, bud?
I-
Did
it-
you have
it-
a
it's-
sip yet? You
it's-
had that much out of the bottle.
Yeah, it's hard to have an IPA that I
Here,
dislike
here,
this
put
much.
Put that up to your mouth. Let me help you. Here. Get it
Oh,
down, get it down
you
the
want
gullet.
to spoon feed me?
No, I don't want.
Want me to take off my
I'd like,
pants?
I'd like you to
What are
drink.
we
I'd like you
doing?
to drink your drink and not sit here until. Yeah.
My darling,
There you go. That a boy.
my.
Put some hair in your chest. Oh, boy.
How'd that feel?
That. Oh look, yep. That's a 1. That's a 1 from me.
Wow.
That's
Jay.
aggressive.
Jay, you're vicious.
That's a
today.
1.
You're-
I've got a new task here. Is to keep going through these until we find one you like.
I have a headache. I'm sweating.
Well, again, you have a light with the power of the fucking sun beating on your back right now.
That's why I didn't wear a sweatshirt this time. I was drenched.
Thank God for that.
You're smart, man.
Twice, 2 beers in a row on the Belgian show. I got no bitter of any of those.
Oh, you're right.
No, not
No
over
bitter at all.
No, but bitter isn't
Yeah.
isn't part of the style though.
Oh,
So
so
you
we're
really
probably
shouldn't
not
get
gonna. We're
bitter.
probably not
You
gonna.
shouldn't really get
Okay.
bitter.
It's not an ESB
Okay.
or any of that.
I am so sweaty.
So, well, that's a good time for us to move
Dude,
on to the next
oh,
one.
I feel moist.
And I'm definitely going to need the notes to name the brewery that makes this. But the beer is called Brugse.
What?
What?
Brugse.
Looks like a
Bruzut?
A jester. That's a jester on the label. It looks
Bruzot.
like. Oh,
Bruzot.
oh, that's
It's
cool.
it's a double Belgian beer. Obviously, it's from Belgium. Now, the brewery. This is brewed by Huisbrouwers de Maan.
Yeah.
Hey, don't at me.
He's doing like a seance on the show
Yeah.
and shit. Ries Rosenhamran.
That was like a Jew. Like sounded Jewish.
Yeah, like,
Jewish
what
almost.
the
like, you gotta,
fuck was
You got to
that?
carry the R.
Well, it was supposed to
over.
be Flemish, but
Flemish. That's
I heard
about
some
right.
phlegm.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a simple. It's a Belgian ale.
It's a
So we're
syphil?
trying to keep it a little bit simple.
Is it from Belgium?
It's it is. This one is actually from
Short
Belgium.
for
This one,
syphilis.
No shit.
7.5% ABV.
Oh, they're getting worse.
You only drink small bottles of beer over there, huh?
Why does that label look Chinese?
I'd read you what they say here, but
Not
it's
the
in a
art.
different language. I can't really.
The lettering just looks like it's like a Chinese beer, like a
Traditional
Japanese beer.
top fermentation beer that re-ferments in the bottle, brewed by the unique family brewery of De
Mhm.
Havman.
Half
De
man.
Havman. De Havman. De Havman.
The half man.
Which has been
Yeah.
located in the historical heart of Brugse since 1856. Serve cool.
It's like a Jamaican said Caitlyn Jenner brewed it. The half man.
De Havman.
Half man.
Come on, Jay. That's not funny in
That's good.
today's world. buddy.
That's a bit insensitive, but that's okay.
Oh boy, I am gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna like this. one.
Hopefully, we don't have any
Chris
transvestite
started
followers.
this
Oh,
Followers,
fine.
Jay. That
you
would
can go
be,
second.
Yeah,
We're
you
trying to
know,
let different people start.
That's a smaller bottle
that's
than
a
the
good
other
point.
one.
They're
right?
all the same.
that's a good point because that first pour seems to be different with every beer we've had.
I mean, leave some for the rest of us, Chris.
Heavy pour ham hands.
You know, I want to get a good.
Oh,
pour.
that's
That looks beautiful.
good lacing there.
It's like barley wine.
my dog.
Like barley wine.
This has
Okay,
a
so,
much darker color to this one.
It's a little more like, is that a reddish,
Yeah,
like
it's
a
very
coppery?
red hue, yeah.
Yeah.
So very red
A
hue.
roasty color.
I got about a finger ahead on mine.
That smells delish.
some
It's
tight-
it's really sweet smelling.
This beer gives
Yeah.
the best head of the three we've had so
Uh-huh.
far. There's no question.
Tight bubbles. Nice head. Smells very fruity.
Smells fruity. Smells desserty.
Yeah.
Smells like a
It does
very.
smell very
yeah.
good.
very
This is your
floral-
traditional Belgian ale. Really, this is what this
Yeah.
is. This is your Belgian ale.
It smells
And
That's
really
why I
good.
picked this one to bring because this is like I had other Belgian ales that were this and that and the other, but this is like kind of your more traditional.
And
Belgian
this
ale.
one said drink cold right on the label.
Drink
It said-
cold.
You're gonna enjoy the smell of this beer.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
definitely
this
sweet,
smells- yeah.
malty, like a sweet malt,
Yeah.
a little bit bready.
Yeah. Good call. Sweet, bready, malty.
Bready,
The
malty.
color
those
is,
are your
I mean, the
notes.
color
Sweet,
is
bready,
obvious.
malty.
It's kind of like a
Like a
dark
reddish, yeah.
caramel or like a
Coppery.
burnt sugary kind of color.
Mhm.
Burnt sienna. It's
Burnt sienna.
Bread of myosis.
Do it.
Candy apple smell? No?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Little candy apple?
No, not but like a caramel apple maybe.
Like caramel apple?
dude.
I like that one quite a bit.
Pleasant.
Yeah.
If this is
Yeah.
Belgian, and the other ones were like a moderation of the Belgian, this is real Belgian.
You taste the back end of that?
Well, now we're gonna start getting into Belgian styles. Yeah, this is delicious.
I enjoyed the heck out of that.
Are you tasting the back end of that?
Compared tasting the back end.
That's one of the first 3 beers we had. Doesn't you getting that? I didn't get that in the first 2 beers. I know they're different.
When you
styles,
swallow,
but-
it coats the back, that little dangly in
Yeah,
the back of your throat.
right.
It coats that with a sweetness.
back by your tongue. On
It's a
both sides.
sweet,
Yeah.
like,
It's like a nice
Wow.
mouthfeel.
Like it hits your taste buds pretty
Yeah.
intensely. Yeah.
that's a.
What is that back? What is
Yeah, he
that?
swallowed that. So it was
One of the episodes
What is that
when we
finish?
talked about
Huh.
Frank's big, yeah, you got a baby, let's do a celebration beer. We did the best beer in the world rated, right?
The Vislaverton, yeah.
I like this better than that.
You think so?
I do. I didn't say you guys
Well,
would.
again, that's a subjective thing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I said I do. I didn't say
Yeah.
the guy
I
three
say-
doors down
I
does.
say maybe
Yeah.
the smell. The smells up
I
there.
enjoy this, man.
Yeah, I like this quite a bit.
Damn, that shocks me because
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy dark beers.
Well, you're gonna start enjoying dark beers.
That's
after
really
this.
good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I just would like to say that I've been dipping into the dark side as of late.
Finished. I can't.
Yeah, it's really.
That seems weird.
Yeah.
Does Nina know that?
Yeah, she's been drinking them with me. I haven't locked
It's
them in.
very
It's
sweet, very
very
sweet,
scary. You like it? Look at that. He just knocked it down.
but it's not overly sweet. So you're getting like
yeah, it's sweeter on the small than it is on the taste.
Here
Are you
Jay,
getting
here's a
the
good word
finish?
for you. What we call that? It's not cloying.
The
Not
finish.
cloyingly
You get
sweet.
right. It's not cloyingly sweet.
the back end of it. the
You're
finish.
getting a.
What are you getting?
I'm listening to
What
you.
do
You
get?
don't get an alcoholic, a boozy taste. You get like
No,
a.
not at all.
You get like an icing of the alcohol realm with a little bit of sweetness. So you know you're drinking an alcoholic beverage, but that one is
It's a very good beer.
aces, man.
Yeah, it's a very
Without
good
knowing this is a beer, I wouldn't know this is beer. Like I don't taste any alcohol. Really.
No,
beer.
no, it's not like
very easy to drink.
it's like
Yeah.
icinged over with the sweetness and the like.
You-
That
you-
went down smooth.
You could suck these down pretty quick. You know.
I don't know
Easy.
what
Easy.
we're sucking. Like let's
I'm not
Sucking
sucking
down
anything
nothing,
down.
but-
hold on.
I mean,
here.
I don't
you
know what
wanna
kinda-
be,
you might wanna-
know,
maybe put a sleeve. Maybe put some sleeves on there, Captain.
Oh, he was just talking about Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, like trying to
Slurp
piggyback.
down
on-
a wiener.
Slurp down a wing.
he slurps down a lot of leans, perhaps. I
Dude, I'm
Who wants to start?
shit. That was
I'll
good.
start. If you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know
Chris
how
start?
to. I don't
Go
know.
ahead,
How,
Chris
I don't know how to
Chris start.
describe it. But thanks. Just start-
Do you
I'm
want to
trying
look at the bottom?
I'm trying to figure out my words.
Yeah, can I see the bottle?
Yeah, that's gonna help me.
Well, you might. I don't know if the gesture might give you some.
I keep saying there's like
inspiration.
there's a
It's hard for you to
mouthfeel
figure out.
back end finish. I just can't figure out what it is. It's very very good beer.
It did not taste as boozy as a 7.5. You didn't get any of that.
me- Not at all.
one
That
second.
was
I got-
a great smooth 7.5. Like,
what is that? I honestly can't tell you what it is, but it's a very good beer.
all right, you think it over. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give that a 4.
That's it, huh?
I'm gonna give that a 4. That was. I would revisit that time and time again.
That's 2 for Chris.
Time and time again, I'd revisit that.
Too slow. I'm gonna go 4.75.
Damn.
You know what it is like
Have we had a 5 on the show yet?
Trillium
Treehouse.
Like
it's good.
Did we have a
It's
5
good.
on the show yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, wrench.
It was
Oh, wrench.
he,
Right.
he, he rated it. I get like
This doesn't count, right?
like a birch beer kind of taste at the very end.
I thought the bird's like a tree.
It's kind of what I'm tasting, but it's good. It's really
Too
good. It's really
Man,
good, and
that's
it's just it's subtle. It's not like intense, but really easy beer to drink. Really flavorful, solid beer.
Doug?
I'm at a 4. I agree with Jay on this one. It's a 4.
Wow.
Very good Belgian. Very good representation of the style as a double.
Yeah, they nailed it.
I'm disappointed that I can't get this without having to import it again. Unless somebody out there knows where I can get it. Well,
The-
have
They
Legally.
this beer was meant for me to love. It
Wow.
literally has my name on it.
Oh, really? Where?
Jason.
Oh, it looks like calligraphy on the back.
It says Jason right
There's
no,
100
in clear
There's
in
100
clear
letters. There's
type letter. It
There's
says
100
Jason.
letters on the back. He
No,
picks
but
out.
it
I
actually
know.
does say Jason.
It says
I know.
that beer was
Jason
meant for me to
D.
like it. It says Jason.
Jason D. Not.
And yeah, I'm feeding
G.
whoever brewed that the D. You're right. Delicious. He deserves some spadoodoo.
you know,
all right?
I outdid Doppel Chris on this.
I don't want
You
to. I don't want to
did.
be
This is
that
crazy.
guy.
Spadook that dunk.
But you know why it says Jason?
July, August, September, October,
Okay.
November.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I don't want,
He knew
I
it.
don't want to burst the bubble if you're like, it really is my name.
But when does a
Okay,
bottle
all right.
do that?
Yeah.
But when does a bottle do that?
I mean,
right?
all
all
the-
right, we're 8 episodes in. We've never had a bottle on the show yet that had the months written out on it.
That's
So
'cause
that one said Jason. I
all
loved
the,
it.
All the American beers do that. Though.
Yeah, you don't.
No bottle we've had on this show so far has went through the months.
Maybe you don't look hard enough. It's probably there.
What's more? Oh, here we go. Here's the date.
Can you find Doug in there as
Consumed
well?
by 11/21/18. Oh, we good, homie. We good.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Well done.
So what were the ratings?
Frank's
I'm
Yeah,
not
sorry.
done.
maybe
Hold
I
on,
can
Frank's
read
not-
it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Frank's not
Frank,
done.
Frank, did you rate it?
Fuck me. I hate to pick you off.
Oh, you didn't read it? You didn't read it?
Fuck Frank.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
Frank.
me, right?
Fuck Frank.
Papa ooh, mau, mau, papa ooh. It's too early for that shit.
Mama,
Too early for that
Mama.
shit. All right,
Uma,
no, go ahead, brother.
Uma, uma,
I'm actually
uma.
I'm picking off a Doug. I'm good at 4 as well.
Does anyone have any beer? I'll let you.
Thank
pour
God.
in my
Thank
glass.
God.
All right. So
Thank God that
4?
it happened. I went first.
4. I got a 4.
4.75. I
4.75,
like
like
it
that?
a lot.
Come on.
I like
Yep.
it a lot.
From the Guerrillas, that's
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
all like that
Yeah.
one.
Yep. See, it's not always IPAs.
No,
And
no.
a darker style.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
all right, yo.
Yep. That
Gross.
was-
We like the fucking
Bring on the
a dark-
Marzen.
That was,
Dark Belgian.
that was excellent. That was really
Prost.
good.
We did have a good Marzen. He brought it.
The one
Doug
that-
brought
Yeah,
it.
when we were
It
talking
was
about
a
the
good
difference between
Marzen.
Oktoberfest or what a real Oktoberfest.
That was an amazing
Yeah,
Marzen.
that was good.
Yeah.
Good.
He's famous and really good for bringing us a dark beer that we
Yeah.
surprisingly love.
Yep.
You really do that a lot.
And we didn't like the other
You.
Marzens. Or,
Yeah, you.
And we didn't like those other style beers. It was just
No.
that one. Because that's
Yeah.
not our thing. But that was very
But
good.
he's the
he brought
one
it.
that finds the
Yeah.
beers that you go,
Yeah.
I liked that and it wasn't supposed to.
All right, don't give him too much fucking credit.
All right.
His head.
Come on, let's
His
let's
head.
tone
Yo,
it down
I'll
a
use
little bit.
the green screen just to like enlarge his head as we're talking.
He's in big head mode.
Son of a bit.
NBA,
Yo, he's
NBA
playing,
Jam.
no,
NBA Jam.
no.
Yeah,
He's playing NFL Blitz, big head mode.
That's NBA Jam. but-
No, no.
They did
you
it on
know
NFL
Blitz.
Blitz.
Did they really?
Hell yeah, they did.
All right. Well, that's for later. We'll talk about
You
that.
could break bones and send hookers to the locker room. It's a great game.
Oh, no,
He's on fire.
That's actually XFL you're talking
You're
about.
thinking
They
of
have
a
Bring that
different
shit back.
Blitz. That wasn't the Blitz that like we grew up with.
Yeah.
That's when they
That was the-
remade.
that was
when
the
they
Blitz with
remade
Lawrence
Blitz, and you
Taylor
could
on
like
it.
take drugs and like
Yeah.
beat up hookers.
Yeah.
That was the different Blitz.
that's,
fucking awesome.
That's the XFL.
That was
They
like
have
the
strippers in
remade of
The
Blitz.
strippers in
Right?
the crowd for you.
Oh,
Free lap
fuck.
dances.
Listen, fuck it. I was so depressed 2 beers in. I'm like, where we going from there, dude?
Yeah.
Great.
You
You're
were
gonna
depressed.
hate this one.
Oh.
So
Thanks, love you.
Back down there.
Listen,
So he said you're going to a bad one now. He said.
no, it's not bad. I just don't think Jay's gonna like it.
Oh, okay.
So
Now, what do we got, Snug?
it's the waffles.
this is a roller coaster.
I
of
do
emotion.
enjoy how subtly Chris has done this little thing where he calls me a different name each show. Drug, jug. He just called me Snug. I don't know if anybody picked up on it.
No, because it's subtle. They didn't
Chris, I'm
pick
just
up
letting you know. I pick up on it.
All
I
right.
appreciate
I'm
it.
glad you did, though, because they didn't.
So from here, we'll go to Aestatis. This is the
Aestatis.
2015 vintage of Aestatis, which is from Struise Brewers. So that one's fairly easy for me to
Sounds like a
handle as well.
badass Spartan warrior name.
2015.
Aestatis.
It's the
Aurelius Marcus Maximus.
Oh, the version of
2015 vintage.
Son of Clarius.
Now, this is a Saison, but here's the thing with the Saison. Saisons rest around 5, 6, 7% ABV. So
9.2.
this is 11% ABV.
Damn! Oh, it's too high. I was guessing.
Some
I knew we were
people-
going up. We're
Some
ticking
people,
up.
some people online call this an Imperial Saison, which I've never heard of.
Do other
but-
people online call that gross?
Yeah, no, not yet, but we'll handle that here momentarily.
Okay. Well, we'll be the first.
That's smoking.
A lot of smoke.
What is that? A fucking nitro?
Yeah, it looks like.
Is that a nitro stout?
It
Blazer.
sounded like. Did you hear that?
Michelle.
There's pyrotechnics going on.
Oh,
in there.
Jay. Oh, Jay. Jay,
I'm not
Jay,
used to
Jay.
hearing a dude go, "Oh, Jay."
Is
That's
that-
weird for
Oh,
me.
you added a weird tone
you
to it.
interpret-
Oh, Jay.
You interpreted that very different from what I heard.
Is that beer actually on fire? Smoke
He's
pouring.
on fire. A lot of NBA Jam references this
Yeah,
episode.
All right.
oh, yeah. Great.
He's
Great
heating
game.
up.
During the All-Star break.
That guy's still alive?
Yeah, he's alive still. What is his name?
Oh,
The bald guy.
the guy goes.
Unbelievable, baby.
Oh,
Yes.
Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale.
Cock Vitale.
He's alive, right?
Cock
Yo.
Vitale, yeah, he's
I've
alive.
never been more happy with my Gorilla Heavy Pour ham hands in
Oh,
my life.
I could help you out with that here.
Why does this smell like an expired beer?
Yeah, no, give him more.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell no.
No. We need
Nip.
equal. We need equal assessment.
What's fair is fair,
He,
and I gotta.
he did get the
All right.
bottom of the
All right.
bottle. Here, give me that. Give me that.
Well,
Give me
let's
that.
just-
Give me
Well,
that.
here, give me the bottle.
Give me that. Stop it. You're gonna make me pour it on myself. Pour your couch.
Pour it right on my dick.
Yeah.
My
Pour it
glass,
on
is
my
all, my
dick.
glass is all the way over here.
All right, Aristotle's,
Nope, not even close.
2015.
Nope.
Aeropastel.
Not even
Aeropastel.
Aeropastel.
Aerodynamics. Arthritis.
Estatis.
Estatis.
Stop what? Stop this what?
Stop talking.
Stop your nonsense. Hey, stop this nonsense.
Looks like it says like Aestatis.
That's not titties.
Thanks
Yeah.
for
That's,
coming.
Titties.
that's
Let's
exactly
get
what.
back
It,
to the fucking beer.
Tatas.
that,
right?
That's exactly
Listen.
what it looks like, Jay. Yeah.
So,
Made by Monk's Scrotum.
another caramelly looking beer.
This looks like the second beer, color-wise.
Yo, when do you see a label with a pregnant lady just crossed out?
Get the
Huge
fuck outta
pregnant,
here.
huge pregnant
It's
belly
full blown
just
belly.
crossed
He's right.
out.
He's right. It's just.
When
That
did you see that?
Is awesome.
It's like.
Bravo.
So does this? I've never seen this on the label before either. So it says contains alcohol by volume 11%,
That's great.
and then it says standard drinks 2.92. So what does that mean? Like this is 2.92 of
2.92.
like a standard drink?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Like a serving?
Yeah,
I'll have to put that on the board. The
Now-
pregnant lady crossed out
Now,
that
if
picture.
you lived,
Yeah,
so
I've never
for
seen
sure.
that.
Yeah, it's just fucking crazy.
So Frank would send his pregnant wife at the time to Magnify, and she'd wait in line and buy a beer, which didn't look good because she's carrying a baby.
Yeah,
so
but she's
if you're
only-
over,
she's only purchased.
no,
so she
I
doesn't-
I
Yeah, it's
understand.
fine.
It just didn't look.
It's fine.
All right.
It looks good. Listen.
That
Okay,
is
all right.
that is
I love you, baby.
it's rainy mud water.
Yours is a very different from ours right now.
Rainy mud water.
Yeah,
We
not-
have like a caramelly, lightish red.
And he's
hue.
still got
Yeah, mine
foam,
is-
like
no, it's about
carbonation.
And we have about 8 times the amount of beer in ours.
It smells like
that.
I mean it's a little farmhousey. It's a farmhouse. Yeah, I mean it's a saison, so it's gonna have a little bit of that. Barn. It's gonna have now we're
Yeah.
talking. It's gonna have a little bit of that barnyardy kind
Yeah.
of character.
Oh, it
to
smells like barnyard. Like somebody's scooping out the pig trough.
but it's designed that way.
I'll be honest. Every time I have like a barnyardy type beer, it always reminds me like an expired IPA. Just by the smell.
That much carbonation.
Is that happening?
Yeah,
again?
I
I
said
gotta-
there's like some type
Don't
of, like,
don't switch when we're done. Don't switch glasses.
I
wanna
feel like
check
you're
that
trying to
glass.
get me to position
No,
my
no,
hand the
no,
wrong
please.
way to pour beer in
No,
it.
no, I want to
Why
check
you
your
point
glass.
your hand? Why you point his hand? What's wrong with your knuckle, Chris?
Look,
Oh, it's
what the fuck?
nothing.
it's fucked up.
Nothing. No carb. He's got no carb.
Yeah,
Yours is
it's-
still
I'm saying
carb.
Why
Yes.
is hold on? Why is Jay's beer?
No,
Why
it's-
is Jay's
stop.
beer like
Please
brown?
stop.
He has to have. He has to have something in his
Jay-
glass. That's
Jay,
different.
it would
Let's
be
focus
coming
on your
out.
beer. Why is your beer that color? Did you sneak another beer?
Listen, we are 4 different beers this entire
His
time.
beer looks like a cider.
No,
His
we're
is a
pretty close
cider.
now.
Doesn't that look ciderish?
It does. It looks
Yeah, ours is
like a
close.
heavy apple cider.
You look like you're drinking a cider, is what you look like.
Oh, it smells like deep insider.
I took a sip out of that.
It's
Maybe there's apples at the bottom.
no,
when you-
that
when you
smells
put
good.
it
That's
in.
caramely.
Oh, it smells great. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude, without even thinking,
I didn't
I
know
put
if
it to
you
his
do
nose. I
That's
put it on your nose. That's my fault. I
So-
forgot.
Oh, I don't care.
I forgot.
People care. I don't care. I just doesn't bother me.
It's like a fucking
Ugh. Yeah.
malty pashmere.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very bitter. Very
Ugh, it's
bitter.
gonna be heartburn.
What the
A
fuck?
pap smear? Is that what you
I don't
said?
know, bro, that's some weird
Yeah,
shit.
but no, but a malty one.
but a multi pap.
A multi pap smear, which I think is what you want, right? As a
Yeah,
female,
as
maybe some
opposed-
females can let us know if that's what you want.
What? Yeah,
Any
this is
any description on what you're tasting at all?
Yeah,
Malt and
bitter.
abortion water.
Bitter as
Abortion,
hell.
see?
Abortion.
Abortion water, pashmere.
It's got a
What's about-
very bitter
what does
back
it say
end.
about-
Really bitter.
For no bitter on the first three,
Yeah.
very bitter dry,
Yeah.
dry back end.
Yep. Yeah, it's like sitting in the back of your throat. It's like it's almost like drinking a liquor shot at the end. where It
Yeah.
sits in the back of your
like
throat.
Old grass.
that
I don't
is-
know what the fuck that is.
Isn't it?
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely that's a good call, like an old grass or
Old
like
grass.
a wet hay.
Yeah, yeah,
Wet hay.
yeah.
Wow.
It's like a guy standing in the rain. Hi. A wet hay or no? It's
No,
not.
not that one. Yeah, like not somebody coming up to you on the block, and be like, "I got some cheeseburgers, man." Like not one of those, dude.
Oh man, this is fucking like this is
Yeah, this is not enjoyable.
disgusting.
It took a turn for the worse. And that is 11%. You said, right?
11%.
Now I'll tell you
I'm
this.
not getting crazy
Do you
boozy.
think- you
No,
think that it
I don't get a lot of
taste like
booze
an
either.
11?
No,
I don't think it tastes like an 11.
I'm not getting crazy boozy
Yeah.
for an 11. I thought I'd get more booze
Yeah.
than that.
You get multi pouch.
I got more booze with the second
That's what-
beer we've had tonight than I do with this one. This is the highest.
God damn it. I can't. I have no flexibility.
Chris-
All right, so wait,
Disadvantage.
tally.
Chris
2,
is up 3-1.
No,
No,
three.
no,
No, I got 3.
Chris is up 3-1.
I got 3, yeah.
Chris has got the series.
All right,
I got the reflex of a tortoise.
I'm gonna be a gentleman.
You really do.
I'm gonna be a gentleman, and I'm just gonna go for it.
That's maybe the
It's not
best.
gentlemen, you don't like it. You're trying to just suffer through it.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
we're all. I guess. Oh, we're all doing it.
Oh.
All right.
God.
Oh man, I had a hard time swallowing. That was
That's some really bad.
You know what it's
allergies.
Ironically, the first time the Jays uttered that sentence.
You notice if you lick an envelope, Scotch
Oh.
tape? No, seriously. Doesn't it taste like that? Like Scotch
I'm,
tapey?
well, I'm getting
like
that weird.
No, it tastes like dirt. Like I'm getting a little bit. Like I just put some dirt in my mouth.
you
over
do
it.
get a mild
the
chemically.
Yeah, the chemical. Kinda,
Chemically.
Yeah. That's what I'm tasting. If you lick like too many envelopes, that's kind of what I'm getting.
Chris, how many is too many?
I'm gonna start off the
How many-
ratings with a 0.5.
How many markers can you see?
And
That's a
in
better
door
question.
number 3, we have
I can't go.
Are you really 0.5? That's what
point
you're
five.
Yeah, yeah,
Point
yeah.
five. That was
It's-
disgusting.
I'll give it a 1 just because they're trying to do something. I mean,
They're trying to piss us off.
Well, there's a lot that went into the beer. I could tell it's a complex beer, but it's just not good. They didn't do it right, so don't do it again, please.
Okay.
I don't even know if you can
They
rate
didn't
this
do it right.
correctly.
No, you
They
just
didn't
don't
do
like
it
it. That's
right.
not the same
Point
thing.
five.
I
I'll
give
double.
it a
I'll double
2.
you up.
All right, Doug, you
Two.
give what a 4.7.
So we've doubled. You got 0.5, 1,
I'm
2.
gonna go 4.25. I think. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I was about to fucking just like
continue-
Goldberg his ass.
Hadouken! Continue the trend.
I'm gonna give it a. I know I'm not. What did you give it? Because I know I'm not allowed to
I
give
give
it the
it
same. as you.
We've
You
doubled.
give what?
That's a-
You can give it the same
All right,
as
so
anybody.
I'll give
What do you
no
mean?
because I know you break balls if I give it the same score as Frank. So I'm gonna go. I can't go 2.25. So I'm gonna have to go 1.75.
All right, new rule. You're not allowed to ask Frank what he gave it. Either pay attention or give it what he gave it.
Give it what you think you should give it. Really.
I know this guy.
yeah.
This
I'm
guy
gonna
over
give it
here.
I'm gonna give it a 5 because it's delicious. No, I'm gonna give it a 1.75. I don't really like it. I don't like the aftertaste. I don't like what
Yeah,
it
the
did to my
aftertaste,
mouth
no.
when it was in my mouth. I
You
feel
said
like
that before.
The
I,
aftertaste-
no, I have. I feel like it violated my mouth like that one time in Boca Raton.
Yep.
You know, in that alleyway.
One time at band camp.
Uh,
I've never
Yeah,
been to Boca
alley.
Raton.
That sticks with your back
that
or your
everybody?
tongue.
I
That
need something
sticks
to
with you.
wash this shit
Yeah,
out.
I
like,
get
Oh, I
it,
got a
yeah.
good one for
Yeah,
you
we
to
gotta
wash
wash
out
this one out for
Can I
sure.
pour a little
I'll
Coke
take
in
a
my
fucking
glass?
sour
Are
for
we gonna
this.
wash this out with Coke?
No.
Because
I don't.
Dickhead, we can put some candy bars in your mouth next to.
candy
Oh,
bars,
bars.
candy bars.
Big old
Something's got to
I'm
happen.
already pulled over. I can't pull over anymore.
I'm already pulled up.
You were in a candy bar coma at Doug's house, weren't you? The one time. You were
So
laying
this
on
is
the
like
ground.
is this their standard bottling
Ate too
beer?
many candy
Did you
bars.
notice that? If this is like the sort of thing
So
over there in Belgium, I guess.
Oh, because these are 4 different breweries, same bottle, exact.
Yeah, same type.
Same
of
bottle
yeah,
exact.
and nothing is in cans. Well,
Nothing's in
almost nothing
cans.
is in cans. They bottle, almost bottle everything.
So these are all.
Because of the season, they're doing it, and they're not releasing it till months later.
But I wonder if the same company makes all those bottles. Those are exactly the same.
Yeah, they're all exactly the same.
You know what I mean? The labeling's different. The bottles are fucking the same bottles.
Makes
Right.
it easier at the recycling center, right? Just fucking put them
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
the
they
box.
tend
Facts.
to use
Yeah.
they tend to use brown bottles a lot.
So
as
we've
opposed
reached
to
Well, that's
green.
the light penetration. So
Yeah.
we've reached a difficult point. So there's a beer that's got a little bit more alcohol by volume, but not a crazy amount because none of these are crazy. Or there's the
That was my mistake he had it, bro.
it's still Jay. Jay didn't
It's
even
still
make
me.
an
I
attempt.
still haven't
I
done
was
it.
starting to itch my head. I was
No,
already here. I'm
He
just
was
like,
already there.
I was already there.
He's full on grunt. I'm like, "Rah!"
It was just timing.
I'm like, I still haven't done it. I'm depressed.
3-2.
These
It's up-
beers are fucking me
it's
up. You were saying
3-2.
something?
You got two already?
I got two. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So we have two that are more soury and one that's a little bit more alcohol. So I think we have to go with the one that's a little bit more
We
alcohol.
got
The
three left.
I agree.
Well, we don't have to do three, but we're cruising through these at a pretty good spit.
Yeah, we're-
Pretty good rate.
You
Yeah,
have
pretty
to-
good spit.
You have
Well, I was
to-
gonna say, did anybody see the spit? I just spit all the way across the cash, so
Yeah.
it was in my brain.
Oh,
No,
no.
no.
Where were we at
no,
recently?
no.
Where were we at recently? Where
Oh, that's not what I thought. You were
old guy
talking
was
about.
talking to me, and Doug's sitting beside me, and the old guy's like, "Yeah, you know, so whatever."
Yeah, it went right
I
down
go,
your
Doug,
throat.
and I go, he just spit, and it went right on my tongue. It hit me right in the tongue.
Oh, it's disgusting.
His spit
That's-
drop hit me right in the tongue, and I was like,
That's gross.
"Fuck!"
There's nothing you can do about that.
I just made out with
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude, man. It hit me
Yeah.
right in the
Oh,
tongue.
you got AIDS now. So since we were talking about the bottles being the same all the way around, this is good. So the next one will be a completely different bottle. Looks like none of the others. So this is
You play footsies with me?
I am.
Why are you doing that for?
Because I got size 15.5 double wides
Oh,
there.
it's
Size
like a
seven.
right?
fucking
Thank you for
semi-chub.
that.
this is the Tumulus
Semi-chub.
Nera.
Yo, looks a little bit like a Belgian Malta.
Yeah,
Oh,
Malta.
like the soda or the drink or whatever. It's not really soda, but
Yeah.
so this is the Kale
Malta,
Ritters.
Goya.
Oof, man, the Kale Ritters Tumulus Nera.
Decal.
Fuck your
This
lifestyle.
is your 8%. Fucking light stout. This is your 8% stout, 8% ABV stout.
It's a stout?
It's a stout, sir.
It's a thick bottle.
Run!
What did that girl from Orange is the New Black say to the warden? They called him soda can. Is fucking.
Why are you thinking about
Well, it's
What?
such a
Caputo's dick.
It's
What
Caputo.
the
Caputo.
fuck?
'Cause it's
Why are
such a
you
wi-
thinking about
'cause
Caputo's
it's a
penis,
wide,
bro?
It's a wide bottle. And she was
Chris is
talking-
like, yo, that,
And the
that,
first
that bottle-
simulation with wide isn't like a thick girl. She wide.
No,
it's like
yeah, yeah,
Caputo's
yeah.
penis.
You look at that girl. She got a
I-
Coke bottle frame. Nah, she looks like a big.
She
thick
looked like
dick.
Caputo's penis.
We were
I
just
wish I
talking
could
about,
see Caputo's
we're-
dick right now.
Damn, yo, that's man stout.
Hey,
Caputo's
we
penis.
were talking about TV shows, so remind me of that.
Yo,
No, we weren't.
it's a good topic to bring back up on Slosh Talk. That's a good show, and I don't know where the
Good
fuck they're
show,
gonna go,
good
man.
show.
They're all in
Nobody
different
was
prisons
talking
now.
about TV shows though. Chris.
They're all in
Yeah.
different fucking.
And certainly nobody was
It
talking
was all
about
penis.
big fat dick.
Fuck that.
That's just semi-chub and it went out of control.
That's definitely a stout.
Oh,
I
well,
Tumulus.
hope they all heavy for
I
that.
see.
What's that, Jay?
Bubbly as hell.
What's
You see
that?
the bubbles on
What's
there?
that? You don't want me to not?
Make sure you
heavy
shallow
pour it?
pour, Chris.
Heavy pour the fuck out of that.
There you go. That's all you, Jay.
I think that's pretty even.
pretty
That's
good.
Actually, you got
dark.
It is definitely dark.
You got some
No scent at all off the bottle.
like a light brown head.
Heavy scent in the glass. No scent from the bottle. Heavy scent in the glass. Coffee, mild,
Coffee.
mild.
I don't get a heavy scent, but there is
No.
it's like a mild coffee, like a mild roastiness.
It's a
Cocoa.
little it's a burned coffee grind a little bit. Coffee
Yeah.
bean. Burned
Yeah,
coffee
That's
bean.
a good call, actually. Like coffee that's been in the thing too long.
A Donker beer. Interesting.
You still referencing penises?
It says Donker.
I
on
wonder
the
That
if
is
back.
I wonder if I could fit this whole bottle
Says
on my
Donker
mouth.
right there.
very dark.
Chris, see if you can get that whole bottle in your mouth.
No,
No, see
that's,
it looks
no.
like bubbles.
Caputos.
You don't see beers bubble like that. You see those in the
Speaking
in
of
the glass
bubbles,
there?
like tight bubbles.
Yeah.
Some nice lacing on this.
Yeah.
Tumulus Nera. Or
Okay, so you get a
Or
little. You get
Chris's
listen.
Dreamcock.
The first pour immediately, you got like
the Donker.
he can't smell. I
Oh,
don't know what I'm doing this episode. I'm focusing on his nose and he can't smell. You
That's
got
good,
like
'cause
a
he's focusing on your cock.
you got like a.
Well, Jay's playing footsie.
Yo,
he's playing footsie.
The rest of the episode, he's just staring at his thick mic. He's like, man,
I
what?
wonder
the
if can I deep
This
throat
reminds me
this?
of Caputo's dick.
So
soda can.
you
man.
got like a burned for the scent. You got like a burned coffee bean, but now I'm getting like a Tabasco a put out cigarette.
I should trust you on that assessment 'cause I can't smell.
I'm getting like a put out cigarette. Tell me it doesn't taste like. Oh man, does it taste like a put out cigarette?
It
Not
tastes,
to
yeah,
call
it
you
tastes
out.
actually like a
It
put
tastes like the inside of a grill.
Not to call you out, but you said that a lot of times about beers, and you were right. I'm
It's
not
actually
saying you're wrong.
yeah, smoky.
It's smoky.
Smoky,
as hell.
yeah,
Smoky,
yeah.
like
I get.
fucking, like,
Yeah.
Fire pit, smoky.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, that's exactly what I get.
God, I hate
Like
stouts.
wood. Like
Why do
wood
I like
chips.
this though?
Wood chips.
but this isn't really stouty.
It's like chicory, like burnt chicory.
Yeah.
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 No,
This
it
isn't
doesn't taste
stouty.
stouty.
No,
it's
it
like,
doesn't.
It's something
No.
else.
It's like a mesquite kind of. Yeah.
Do this.
Yeah, that's a good call, Frank.
That's
like
that-
like,
I don't want to do that
Alright,
because
so-
there's a camera pointing at
That's
me.
insensitive.
People can
You know,
see you doing
Trump,
that.
Trump
Jay.
did that. And
I don't
that was
know
insensitive.
if anybody in the group. I don't know if anybody in the group had smoked cigarettes, or whatever. But like when you go to the bar, like all right. So I used to smoke. I
Is
don't
that how you
anymore.
smoke cigarettes?
So
That's how he does something
hashtag
else.
healthy life. I don't smoke anymore, but I used to smoke
That's
cigarettes.
how
But
he
I
takes
quit.
care of
Hashtag health up.
It takes care of Caputo
listen,
that way.
We'd buy a pack of cigarettes and we'd get to the bar and you'd smoke that whole pack at the end of the night. So you're drinking, you're smoking, you pack of cigarettes down, you get in your car and driving home and you go, and you just know your breath's not this
Why are you puffing
tastes
your-
just like that. Tastes like a night at the bar. You've been smoking all night. You've been drinking all night. You got that.
it literally does
Cigarette-y.
like sucks all the moisture off your
I don't get the
It
cigarette.
sucks all the joy off being
I
off
will
the
say this tastes.
show. For facts, dude. For fucking
Oh,
facts.
that was good, bro.
I feel like this was your idea though.
That was good.
No, what the fuck? How was this my idea?
No, I think you were like, if you have any Belgian stouts, bring them because I definitely want to try them. I'm pretty sure that was you.
I heard that somewhere.
I seen it.
I seen
it.
I agree with Frank a lot. That like smoky mesquite kind of.
Yeah.
I get that quite a bit. I don't get the.
You get that on the
cigarette-y-
nose?
You get a little.
I get
like,
that
you
on the.
ever
I get
smoke
that on the
cigarette?
nose. Yeah.
You get like a little
once.
like.
I smoked a menthol one
You ever
time.
smoked?
Yeah, I used to smoke like crazy.
Doug?
Occasionally, with if I was really
Do you
drunk.
don't get that at all? The
Yeah,
cigarette?
yeah,
I
no,
do get
no,
I
cigarette.
get I get more of a
Cigarette
cigar kind of.
No, I taste like I'm gonna have bad breath in the morning.
No,
Yeah.
like, you know when you fucking dip your cigarettes in like a couple, whatever you had in your truck, whatever you're
Yep.
driving.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you got.
Yep.
You know.
Yo,
But I also get like some kick in there, like some spicy kick there. Like,
It's got a little bit of spice.
I don't know if it's like habanero or
It is not
jalapeno
habanero.
or something like
No,
that.
It's
No,
definitely not.
I'm just saying it tastes.
I think it's just. I don't think there's any like a. I don't think there's a pepper in there. I think it's just.
no, I think you're getting a. I'm
That
with you on that. You're
smokiness.
getting a little
Yeah,
bit
I
of the
actually get
fire
that
from
too.
Satan's
like,
butthole.
like a charred jalapeno.
Yeah, it tastes like the inside of Satan's dick.
A little bit of the fire
Really?
from Satan's butthole.
I didn't have that one.
Oh,
last year.
Satan's butthole. I apologize.
I've
a little
never tried
bit.
that one before.
Well,
What brewery is that?
Maybe it's the residual.
It's
after
Hades
effect.
Brewing in
Hades.
yeah,
Hades.
it's in the River Styx.
Satana, bro. I don't know. I'm not enjoying this at all.
Oh,
man.
sir.
Did anyone like
Cerberus.
this? Did anyone like this?
No. I don't. It's not the worst one of
Are
the
you
night. but-
paranoid? He's like.
This is the worst one of the night.
Yeah, you see,
This
you
is
see
the worst one of the
Chris,
night?
No, I
you
actually.
see Chris casually. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just, I'm
I'm
okay.
Not with the worst one of the night?
No.
What? This is the worst one of the night
No,
so
the
far,
third,
bud.
The third one to me was the
You gave
worst.
something a 1 before. What are you talking about?
I gave a 0.5.
What do you give us a
first beer,
0?
Yeah, what are you gonna give? Yeah, exactly. What are you giving it? A 0.10? I mean, you can't go any lower than 0.25.
You know what kind of reminds me of? You remember Sammy Adams did one of those like log beer flavor ones? It's like a very
A
like
what?
Like
Log?
yeah, it tastes like fucking.
Ugh.
It tastes like wood ash.
Ugh.
Sam Adams, not Sam
Oh,
Smith.
fuck.
Sam Adams. Yeah.
It does taste like wood ash. I mean, it tastes like burnt.
Yeah.
It tastes like
Yeah.
the inside of my grill.
Yes.
Like when I'm done smoking a grill and I go to dump the
Yeah.
stuff out.
Yeah.
If like some
Yeah.
rainwater got in there and like I
Yeah.
slurped it
It
out.
Tastes
that's
like
what it
smoked
tastes
meat.
Speaking of smoke,
Or if you had like your fire
Yeah,
pit all
try-
night.
take it easy with Chris sitting next to you with that.
I know, I got a
As
I
he
got-
just deep throats his mic, smoke me.
I smoke me. I got a nice tan to me here. I'm smoking.
and pause those tips that Doug made for
Those
Super Bowl.
were fire. Pork
Fuck me,
bellies?
man.
Yeah, those
That
are
shit
good.
was so good, bro.
Those were. All right, let's rate this.
All right.
Little pork belly burn.
Yeah.
Let's rate this. Doug, start on your end.
Oh,
Oh, they just dripped some on myself.
Well, don't waste it. It's delicious.
yeah, suck that out of your shirt because you know you don't want to miss any of that.
Let's rate this.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
actually,
good,
you know what? I don't really hate it. I'm gonna give it a.
Chris.
No way.
For facts.
Nope.
What do you
Four
mean,
facts,
no?
bud.
Let's go to the videotape.
4 facts,
We will.
bud.
We can go to the
It was
videotape, but
definitely-
it was very obvious.
That's
you.
4 and 2.
I'm gonna
I
give it
don't
a
know about that. I think that was-
2.5. 2.5.
Wow, that's high.
I don't. I actually
That's
kind
high
of.
as
I
fuck.
sort of like
not
the
going that high.
smokiness. Honestly, there's other beers that we've had that have been a little smoky that I've enjoyed. So you know, I don't detest it. So 2.5.
Two for me.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Frank again too. Like if you had your fire pit going all night and you chewed a
Mhm.
charred stick that was in there, that's
Yep.
what I would get from this.
I don't know, but like, all right. So if anybody ever sees me eat, I huff down.
Just,
I
I'm
huff down
paranoid,
my
I'm
food.
paranoid.
He's fixing my hat.
Why are you fixing your hat? You
I-
don't have a hat. He's got no hat on his head.
Doug.
Damn it!
Chris.
What
Oh!
do you mean, Doug?
No,
I,
it was me. It was,
if anybody's ever seen me eat, so that's 5-2.
that was a fake out.
If anybody's ever seen me eat, I huff down my food really, really quickly.
What is this,
but I do the same
what are you,
thing.
New England Patriots?
I do
You're
the same
cheating
thing with my
bastards.
liquor. Is I just drink so quickly. The only episode thus far, I'm the last guy every fucking one we've had. I don't even want to finish
What do you
this
take
shit.
6 hours to drink a 5-hour
This is-
energy?
This is disgusting.
Rate
It
the fucking
smells
beer.
gross. It tastes good.
Hey, stop being a bitch. Finish your beer and rate the beer.
That is a 0.
No,
Can't
come on,
read
no, be serious.
Finish your
can't-
beer
can't
before you
give
have
it-
even had a sip before you
Yep.
rate it.
That is a 0.
No, it's not.
You can't give it a 0.
I think
We've
Jay-
given a beer before a 0.
It's-
That's a
it's
0.
a-
That's a bad beer of the night.
Just the fact that they're the breweries that come
All right,
from, you can't give it a
all right.
0.
That is a blank
is a 0.
screen. That is a fucking
Oh,
0.
my screen.
I would never,
But why?
ever. It's disgusting. It tastes like
Elaborate.
it tastes like an ashtray with. It's a smoky ashtray. It's disgusting. It smells
You're a
gross.
smoky ashtray,
There is
Chris.
nothing about this that I would ever revisit. This is bad beer of the night. I still haven't finished it. It's disgusting.
Is it even a flight beer? Could you even tolerate it? in a
Shit
flight?
no.
Well, you have the
Shit,
same
no.
amount in your glass as a flight would be
Shit
anyway.
no.
So
I haven't even finished it yet. We're moving
Yeah.
on.
you're not even close to finishing either. And actually, you got the weakest pour of the 4 of us. He's just down it. There you
There
go.
you go.
That's better.
Down to
Down to one.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's gross.
You gonna uke again?
As a 0. That is a
Do
0.
we need the bucket?
That's how much I dislike that one.
A 0. That's
Yeah.
the first 0 on the show, right?
I think so.
If you were introducing me to beers and this was the first one I tried, I'd never drink another beer.
You go back to drinking Capus.
In my life, I'd never drink another beer.
Hmm.
That cigarette taste is so heavy on this one.
You're a beer bully. You gave one a 0.25. You gave
Well, let's,
another a 0.
Let's get that taste out of your mouth. Because now we're gonna rock with the final 2 that we have here. Because I guess we'll do it. What's that? 5. We'll do an even 7. We'll blast through 7 real quick.
Yeah, why not? Sounds good.
This is gonna be great.
I noticed something interesting about our rating system for this beer. You fuckers can't tell me no. I rated something. All 3 of you went, nope, no, it's not. No, that's not. It was a 0 for me. All right, motherfuckers, it was a 0.
Let me ask you.
You can't say no.
I'm
Let
just
me
letting
ask
you know that you're wrong. That's
Let me ask you an honest question. What do you give Clamato?
we don't
and
rate bad
you give
beers,
that a-
Chris.
Well, we don't rate bad beers, but I would have given Clamato a 0. This is as bad as a Clamato.
Would
for me.
you have given it a 0? Honestly.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's a big brew company. You know, we hate them.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Okay. All right. I'm just
Please
asking.
tell me we go up from there.
I'm just asking.
No
I thought
chance.
you went
So listen, here's
I
No
like
chance.
that. It's like,
this is the Vander Geuze Oud Bruin, which is just Old
Oud?
Brown. Old Brown, but it's the Vander Geuze, and it's brewed by. Hold on.
I had a headache.
Hold on. I need notes for this one.
You're sweating profusely.
These beers are.
Brewery Omer Vander Geuze. So basically, what this is, it's an Old Brown. It's going to be
another different bottle. Well,
Yeah, it's a different body
Even
bottle
smaller.
style,
yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
be a
Smaller
5.5%
bottle.
ABV. So
Okay,
it's
so-
going to be
and the shape of the bottle's different.
Is it
lower in
5.5?
alcohol, and it's a sour brown.
A sour brown. All right, so that's
That'd be a
That's
full
it.
service.
That's
And basically,
interesting,
they
yeah.
achieve this beer
some Van Wilder.
by
What'd you say?
blending it with a lambic that's been beer
With
aged.
a lamb's dick.
A
Yeah.
lamb dick.
So we're a little lamb,
A lamb dick.
lamb dick hops. Yes.
It's definitely Van Helsing. What'd you say? What was it?
Limp lamb dick.
What was the thing?
So anyway,
Limp lamb
they
dick.
blend. Fucking hell! It's going off the rails. They blend it with a
Limp
beer that's
lamb
been
dick.
barrel aged in oak for up to 18 months. So they take this beer, they blend it with another beer that's been barrel aged in oak for up to
Huh.
18 months,
Oh, this is gonna be atrocious.
and this is what we end up with.
Mm.
I already know it's gonna be bad.
Tiny,
what
tiny
is-
little bottle.
2 mobsters on the front of the label.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't think they have mobsters in Belgium, guys.
No, I didn't think so either, but that's what it looks like.
Oh shit. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Tony Shalhoub is making all of these beers.
Jolly Shalou.
Tony Soprano.
No, Tony Shalhoub. It's a Monk
I
reference.
know.
He was on the show Monk, people.
I'm
Come on,
joking.
guys. Come on, guys.
I'm joking.
Come on, guys.
We're talking about.
Oh.
Don't be shy. Don't be
No,
shy.
no,
Don't
Jay,
be shy.
Jay, come on.
No, it does. It
Yeah,
smells
that's
like-
You see what he did? He influenced
Rotten
my
malt.
pour. He picks my hand up and pulls.
See, this is
he
kinda-
pulls my hand up as I'm pouring it. No, give me your glass. No, give me it.
What's fair is fair, son.
Give me here. Give me it. Give me that.
This is a little bit horseshitty.
Oh,
This is
It
a little,
smells like bad
you
fish.
see what he's
this is
doing?
a little bit horseshitty
Yeah, this
that you end up with like one sip every
No.
time.
You know what he did? I'm pouring it. He goes like this.
Hey, what's
That's all right. That's all right.
what's
Next
done
time
is
he
done,
starts
sir.
with it.
What's
So
done
it's
is done, sir.
Unbelievable.
That smells like bad fish.
Unbelievable.
Can we go by look first?
All right, I'm in like probably 3 episodes out of the 7, I've made a queef reference. This smells like a
has it only been
hooker's
3?
queef. This is hooker queef.
He couldn't hold back. He's like, I can't.
Yeah, it smells like
contain
the hose back.
myself.
This is-
I was like hose back.
This is fucking.
Oh fuck.
It does.
Oh, that doesn't smell like a hose queef.
No, it doesn't. It smells like I don't want to drink this.
These are moments I'm glad I don't have a sense of smell.
All right, so it
He
looks.
bamboozled. This is the bad beer of the
caramely
night.
color.
It's bad beer
Yeah,
of the
this
night.
is-
It's gotta be the bad beer of the night.
Did I luck out? I don't
You're
know.
gonna have a sense
Oh
of
my
taste.
god,
Yeah, that's like rotten apple.
man, that's deceptive though. I thought it'd be way worse than that.
It's like rotten apple juice.
Oh, the sour hits you right away.
It's like a rotten apple, is what it tastes like.
I apologize that it smells like fucking Donald Duck queef. It doesn't taste that way. It tastes really sweet.
I don't like it.
No, you don't get like a sour that hits you right away, like instantly, right in the lips.
Instant tart.
Like fruit that went bad.
Tart.
Super
Yeah, no,
tart.
tart's a better word.
Like
Very tart.
bad fruit. Like fruit that's rotten.
That's actually a good sour.
I don't.
Well, it's not as sour. Take it easy. It's an Oude Bruin.
The taste.
It's an Oude Bruin. It's not a sour.
The taste.
An old brown. for
Are you
those of
tasting
following
sour?
along. No,
Sour.
it's tart.
Very tart.
So you should have poured more in your glass instead of.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, exactly.
Are you tasting sour? No,
Here,
I
here,
got
here,
tart.
Here, I'll certainly give you more if you want.
Are you getting sugary? No, I'm getting sweet.
Right, it's totally different. Can you
I'm-
name Can you name the senses that you can pick up?
Douche meat bag. Yeah, I can taste, see, feel, and smell.
That's
Any
not what
other-
I
any
meant.
other
Is that feed and
senses?
smell?
You might not be
Is it
able.
feel?
You
Feet and smell. Oh, all right.
Feed and smell.
You
You
might.
don't
I
feel
can
anything.
smell them feet. Does that count?
I
Stinking
might lose
ass.
my sense of vision.
I'm
after
getting like
drinking
a,
too much of this.
He drank himself into a
An
trance.
apple cidery, a sweet. There's
Yeah.
a mild strawberry field in the back of that.
I
It's
don't get
it's very
strawberry.
very fruity. It's a fruit bouquet.
It's a bouquet of something.
It's either rotten, like rotten fruit, or fruit that's not ripe yet, and you eat it too soon. Like
Listen,
I can't figure out which one.
I like
Like
tarty
very,
beers.
yeah.
But
Wow, it was really drinkable.
Late beers.
That was really drinkable. Shit, man.
You know when you have fruit and it's not ripe
see what you
yet.
did there,
and-
Tardy,
and
see, you
eat
picking
it,
up, you
and
picking up what
eat
I'm
it,
putting down?
And it's not ripe fruit. I kind of get that. You
Well,
know?
not well, no, because like a not ripe fruit's
'Cause
not really
it's
giving
too
you any
much.
of the flavors it's
No,
supposed
well,
to.
It's too
not ripe.
intense. It's not. You know what I mean? When it's not ripe yet, it's too intense. That's
So-
what I get.
tart brown ale.
I like that.
Oude Bruin.
Is
It was
Oude
sweet.
Oude Bruin.
Bruin?
I
It's plug your nose when you're drinking it. It smelled disgusting. It smelled like I was gonna suffer.
I was gonna say
I thought for
suck
sure he
it.
was gonna say suck too.
Ah,
Frank's on the board with a 1.
Oh, you're on the board. No, you didn't have 3. You had
5, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
5-2-1.
No,
Oh,
you
but
had
you had 3.
No,
All right, so
you had
5, 2,
3.
1.
It was
I think you had
4-3. Then I went to 5-3. You have.
I think if we review the
5-3-1,
video tape, it'll be
yeah.
5, 3,
I'll
1.
do I'll do 5-3-1 because
5-3-1.
Probably should have brought something down to keep track.
Yeah, we should have done that.
all right.
A chalkboard
I'm gonna
of
start with
such.
rating this. That's a 4-5.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a solid 4. It's a solid 4.
Solid 4. Well,
Whoa.
that's
Solid
not
four.
much worse if it's. a
Who's
solid.
that? Is that 2 of you rating it?
That's
It's a solid
2Js.
4.
That's a 2J rating system.
It's good beer. Chris,
No, I wasn't. allowed
Definitely
to.
Chris.
that's a
Okay.
6, buddy.
Jay was
I'm
third.
done. I'm just gonna give.
That
I'm not,
that smells a lot like Chris will be drinking a bad beer.
I'm not even gonna put my hand up the rest of the night when they do it. It'll be 10-3.
He's got like corporate tunnels and shit. He's so fucking paranoid.
And we did sort of talk about this, Chris. You recognize it's this, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what we see is this. Yeah.
Well,
this
I'm in
move,
such a rush.
Yeah.
I'm
this
so
move.
I'm so slow. I'm just
He's
in a
like
rush.
fucking, he's like this move and shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gotta do that.
Paul-
buddy.
the,
Like,
Paul, the Paul's move. I'm in such a rush to get
his
my
hand
hand
is
up.
just going in all kinds of fucking.
All right, so I gave that a 4. Chris,
I thoroughly disagree with you. Again, I get like a rotten fruit taste.
but you don't give it a 4?
No.
Are you close to a 4?
No.
Okay.
Good
talk. Good talk.
We put it to Frank snoring. We put Frank snoring on there.
Good talk, bud.
All right.
Yo. That was the best in the liquor show. Like, he's probably like, I give it like a 3. What the fuck?
Yo, watching the liquor show, like you
Frank
could
fell
actually pinpoint for a
Yeah.
second. Frank fell asleep. He was
He
like,
did. A minute
no,
30 in. Minute 21 in
That
or
was
whatever.
tequila, man.
Yeah.
What are you giving this, bud?
1.75.
"Whoa! It was what?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
So much."
You know what it is too when you drink a
So much better
sour.
than that.
When you drink a sour, I know it's not a sour beer. I get that, but it's got the soury taste. It's a lighter, so it threw me off. I don't like the fact it's brown and
You done?
being a sour beer.
Wow.
So 1.75.
Hold on. For the first time tonight, Jay gets to break balls.
Well, no, like every drink so far, I've hated, and I've been the last guy. I enjoyed it. I finished it. You guys must not really like
We
that.
should have poured
at
you
all,
more. We
huh?
should have poured
Well,
you
he didn't
more.
even have a proper fucking pour. What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
had this
fucking-
much beer
yeah.
in your glass.
Moving on. What are you rating it,
Yeah,
Frank?
he flipped my
We're
hand.
not gonna.
He flipped my hand up.
We're not doing that. What are you
I'm
rating it?
giving it a 2.
Giving it to who?
Yeah,
Who you giving it to? Who
Yeah.
you giving it to?
I can't fuck with it.
Giving it to who? You give it a 2? Who you give it to?
It wasn't good.
I definitely would give it.
Doug. On the board.
Doug's on the board.
Doug's on the board with 1.
He missed.
Somebody burp?
Oh,
Who burped?
Frank.
I think we've talked about this in length, right? You have to burp like a man. You can't be like.
It might have
And
been a
like-
snore. With him, you don't know if it's a burp or a snore.
That's you, Frank.
Frank, what do you got
You
now?
just
Two?
said you gotta
He's
burp
got
like
now.
that.
He's got
No,
2.
burp's
He's-
a
Don't
burp,
even
buddy.
burp.
Burp's a
One.
burp, buddy.
2, 6, and 3.
No, I got 6.
1,
right
2,
there.
6, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doug, what are you giving this?
Didn't I rate it?
No.
Oh, 1.5. That's all.
That's great.
I never have it. I never have it again.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words.
I like sours. I don't like that.
They had scoops out of the porter john in that fucking glass earlier, and they're like, not that bad for a Belgian. This was actually a.
How did that go?
I could have
Can you
bought
tell me
that in the
how'd that
States.
go one more time?
This is spot on. If I didn't move my lips, you
is
thought
it-
Doug was talking right
I
there.
thought I heard myself. Yeah, that's why I was creeped out.
Stuck my hand up his ass and just moved his mouth.
You stick your hand up my ass, you can move a lot more than my mouth, buddy.
Well,
Right.
let's start with my hand. Shouldn't be. Let's move on. One more of
Yeah,
these.
so I mean, I figured we'd do an even 7 because lucky number 7 before we get on to the bad beer of the night, and we're blowing through these pretty quick, so I think we're making good time.
Nice.
So we're gonna wrap up. This will be the last Belgian that we'll look at here on the show proper.
Cool.
This is the
Old duels. Sorry.
this is the Budweiser. No, this is Vandervelden, 135 years goose.
It looks like a Grolsch. What's that? What's
Yep.
that
Yeah,
one?
there you go.
Colt. Yeah, Grolsch.
Looks like a Grolsch.
So
does.
it's 6.5% ABV. It's a lambic. So and what it is it's a blend of a 1-year-old lambic, aged in foeders, which is a foeder is essentially like it's a wooden barrel that held alcohol before.
So a lamb's dick laid on Hooters.
Lamb's dick.
Yeah. Old wood.
Laid on a lamb stick.
So it's a
went-
blend
went-
of a 1-year-old
went to Hooters.
lambic, like I said, aged in those barrels, and a 3-year-old lambic. So it's a blend of a couple of lambics, and which is pretty standard of how you get a goose. So this is the 135 years.
Can I start that?
Can I pop the top first?
That's the whole enjoying part.
I'll only let you start.
I
if you
wanted to
pour-
enjoy popping.
I'll only let you start if you pour it like a man.
Bullshit. You never lets me join in on none
It's
of the
like
fun
New
shit.
Year's
This is
all over
bullshit,
again.
yo.
Take
Fucking hate
Don't
you.
take his eye out. Jay's heard that before. Jay, don't take your eye out with your
No smoke.
Smells like a
shot.
lambic.
Smells like a lamb's dick.
How would you know? We do live in the country, so
Smell the sour.
I'm not even gonna ask.
It's like rotten.
There you go. That's a
Holy
normal
shit.
pour. It's a normal pour for once.
It's not a normal pour. That bottle's gonna end up
see,
going
see what
back
he's
down
doing?
the aisle.
You see what he did?
Somehow the
Actually-
cork bounced out of the fucking tray and ended up over there. I don't know.
Somehow we left it exactly half after all that shenanigans.
You tell her to normally wear a hat on the show because I've hit my hat. pretty
You're
much
having
about
issues,
4 or 5
bro.
times.
Kick it sideways.
You get like a
This is the lightest looking beer we've had today. Oh no.
No, the first
After
beer.
the
champagne beer.
The whites.
it's got the look of a light beer. I don't know how to describe it. It's
It's
the look of a light beer.
Kolschy.
I
Kolschy
got
color.
zero carbonation in mine. Does anybody else?
It's bad lacing.
Is it ghost
Not
stuff?
lacing, I'm talking about carbonation. Period.
What is the style? A ghost?
The goose,
Goose.
not a goza.
A
It's a goose.
A goose.
The goose is a blend of lambics, whereas a goza is a sour beer that has like salt water.
You've never stuck in, pulled out, stuck in, pulled out. You got an infection and it goozes.
I've never had
It's
that.
the
happen.
goose.
That's probably something
Smells
you want to
like
not
something like
not
that.
revisit.
It smells.
So
it
weird.
smells
Whoa!
like it smells like meat. It smells light
Right?
beer
Smells
and
like
meaty.
meat. Really?
Yeah, it smells like cold cuts.
It does.
I feel like a lot of these beers. I'm glad I didn't have
Smells
a
like
sense of
cold
smell.
cuts.
I'm glad I didn't have a
Dipped in
sense of
vinegar?
smell
Oh my
tonight.
God, yeah, like vinegar,
Dip-
like cold
vinegar.
cut.
It's vinegary cold cuts.
I think I've made out 2 shows in a row by not having the
Made
liquor
out.
and
What's
not being able
what's
to smell.
that sandwich
Made out
at,
with-
not being able to smell
at
these beers.
ShopRite with the bologna and the like
Liverwurst?
the 3 meats?
Liver,
Oh.
the head with
Cold
the
cut
olive.
combo.
Oh, cold
This is
cut
a cold
combo.
cut combo
I thought you
with
were gonna say
vinegar.
olive loaf with
Dipped
the
in
olives.
vinegar.
Yeah. Cold
Oh,
cut combo.
I
boy.
don't know. That smells rotten, man.
It's like a
Boy,
like
oh
oil
boy.
and vinegar
Right?
sandwich. Is that what you're saying? Like an Italian, like
Oh, you
Did you
alright
try?
into it?
Did you taste it already? I guess so.
Holy shit, his fucking tongue
Yeah, you're like
went colorless.
you're a fucking
Show
lit.
you-
He's
look
like
at that shit, bro.
he's like a
What the
fucking-
fuck
he-
happened?
he's a lizard.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Look at fucking- You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a
Look
lizard.
at that tongue. Your tongue is bright white, bro.
Please stop. That's making me very uncomfortable.
Well, here's the thing: it's sour as it should be because that's
Yeah.
what lambics are. It's
It's copper tasting.
This-
a
you know what
little
it's-
earthy.
it's supposed to be what it is.
You get like a copper.
It
Yeah.
tastes
metallic.
I get a
Yeah.
little bit of a taste, like in the back of my throat, as if I was sucking on water with pennies in it for a little
Yeah, it's
while.
metallic.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like blood, like a blood. Like if you cut your mouth and you have blood in your mouth, it tastes like
No,
that.
I don't get an
taste.
iron. I don't get an iron.
Yeah.
taste.
No, not iron, copper.
It
Copper.
tastes. It does. It tastes like blood. Could I see the bottle?
You taste like blood. Yeah, you want to take it out?
Yeah. Well, I could read. I can't smell. I could read.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard to, or it's not that easy to figure out, right?
Is it in English?
Not for nothing. It's made with barley malt,
The
wheat,
same pregnant
hops,
woman's
and
on there.
water.
Boy, that tells me a
Nice
lot.
to go.
That tells me.
Nice
A
to
lot.
go.
Van Huysgebot.
Is that the name of the beer? 135.
No, 135 years.
Is this 135 years old?
Yeah, it's 135 years old.
Wow. Not
No,
the
no,
not the bottle we're
no,
drinking
no,
out
no.
of, but
That woman is like 12 months pregnant, by the way.
the
so,
brewery. Do they have a woman on here with a big
Yeah.
circle? Oh, it does. It has. Look at it
Stop
again.
it. No, it doesn't.
It
Let me-
does.
same woman.
On the bottom, it's got it
Where?
again. On the very
The
bottom.
pregnant woman.
On the very bottom.
Right, bottom right.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Stop it.
no.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Look, hey, you saw it for yourself.
Oh.
Damn you. Oh, you. Look at this guy.
Out
Watch
of
it.
control.
Watch your crotches.
Out of
Yeah, we're
control.
just throwing beer.
Who's me, motherfucker?
Are you kidding me?
Is watch your crotch one of the rules or no?
Apparently, he doesn't care about his fucking couch.
It's literally a pool in your crotch.
Yeah.
Jay, suck the beer out of his crotch.
Listen, I want you saw for yourselves now. Now rewind back to episode whatever.
There's
it
got to be a
was.
penalty for that.
And they keep telling
That's
me.
a good call.
They
That's a
keep
penalty.
telling. They
We
keep.
gotta make
Yeah,
a rule then.
You gotta
Make a
start.
rule.
You gotta start
Make a
getting.
rule.
You're starting off a fucking shit beer.
Hold on, I got it.
You gotta start. You gotta start getting penalized for this behavior, Jay.
All right, we're gonna make a new rule. If I pour and I miss, I drink what?
Shit beer too.
You missed twice. Maybe you should get double the damage.
Do I drink a bad beer if I pour and I
Jay,
miss?
if you pour and miss, let me introduce you to my friend here.
Oh, that's it.
We have Whiskey Dick, cherry
Is
whiskey.
that a new rule? If you pour and you miss,
know
you
what?
drink a shot of
No,
whiskey. Dick.
Listen, that bottle should sit there until it's done, and every time somebody breaks the rule, I take a shot until there's nothing left.
I like
I'll agree to
that
that.
idea.
I'll
How
agree
about
to that. If I pour and I miss, I drink a shot
How
of
about
whiskey.
that?
Dick.
I think that Whiskey Dick's an important, or is
Give me a shot.
Is a good thing for
Is it
now.
enforced?
Give me a shot.
Because you poured it right on his fucking dick.
Give me a shot. I'll take a shot of whiskey. Dick. I missed. Give me a shot.
Yeah, you deserve.
All right, so there's a new
shot.
rule. See, but I like this when rules get
Yeah.
born, right?
Listen,
If you go to pour and you miss, you go to pour and you miss, you're gonna do a shot of whiskey, Dick. I'm game. Let's do this.
Yeah. Give him a nice shot like you gave
Proper
me up to
pour.
the top. Yeah.
Proper pour.
Oh, come on. Take it easy.
Well,
on him.
you-
Well, you missed the whole show, bitch.
You yelled at
All
me.
right,
You
all
told me
right.
that wasn't a proper pour.
All right, all right.
They didn't say how I had to drink the shot, so
Don't do that.
That's
Oh,
even
why would
worse.
you do that?
Oh my god.
That's
Oh.
atrocious.
we're gonna kill that like that.
Oh.
Wow.
Here you go.
That's gonna come back on you.
You're also gonna. You're also
Actually, I can see like the
You're-
sourness.
Wasn't bad at all.
Canceling
You're also gonna
out the
kill
fucking-
It absolutely
That might
did.
be a good way to do
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely did.
You're gonna kill every good
You got
blood
lucky.
cell in your body too.
This guy just developed a new car bomb with fucking Belgian beers and whiskey dick.
Jay,
So,
Jay has no good blood cells left in his body.
That
now.
wasn't bad at all. I'm done with mine.
You know, you get that
Good thing you're spending
crackly,
the night.
like,
I'll put those
like
in
a
the wash.
cider
Yeah,
taste to it.
exactly. Jay's immediately. If somebody sneezes on him, he's gonna immediately get sick. You have nothing after that to protect yourself.
That wasn't bad at
every,
all.
every good blood cell.
That mixed really well with the beer.
Now, based on your actions, though, is that 2 misses? Like, do you get 2 shots?
You
in
should.
it?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
pour it on
yes,
Friday.
I feel like
It's
you
a
missed
new
twice.
rule.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you missed twice.
And you to give him a full pour
Sure.
like me. So
But
I-
it's
you
a
know,
new rule, son. All
Yeah,
right.
think
I was a gentleman and I took that
Listen.
shot.
Well, Dad, you still missed
All right.
twice.
Yeah, you did. He's right. He's right.
Fuck it, I'm manning up. Give me another
Take
shot.
your
No,
medicine.
no, I'm
Give me another shot.
No, I don't want to do that.
He
Give me
did
some El Jimador.
No, because I need you involved in this. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be. You're an important part of this.
But the rule is
I
And I know-
volunteer
I've
to
seen-
take another shot.
I've seen what happens is that this turns into like
right. It
In
turns,
no
it
time.
turns into Frank in a minute.
No,
an
all right.
hour 30.
In all seriousness, though, I just poured that to be a goofball. That wasn't a horrible beer.
It wasn't even a horrible beer, actually. Exactly.
Oh no, I'm not even. I'm gonna rate that a 3.75. That wasn't a horrible beer.
What?
And it's like I
That
said,
wasn't
some
horrible. I
Dougies.
didn't hate
I'm
that.
not gonna give it that.
Because-
I poured it just to be a dick. Like that was not a bad beer.
You get a crackly like cider.
That's a 3.75 for me.
I do. I get cider in this.
yeah. This reminds me of like cider.
Not like rotten cider like the last beer
No,
for
no.
me, but.
What do you rate
like
this?
cider-
Crackly, like
But like cider, if I dropped my bologna sandwich into it. So.
yeah,
2.75.
mixed muscle.
2.75.
Yeah.
Frank,
3.25.
see,
I can drink.
it wasn't horrible.
I'm gonna go with 3.5. Actually, I don't. Actually,
yeah, I was
my
really-
second sip of this, I liked a lot more than my first. So I'm gonna go
I was just being a
3.5.
little bit fucking.
Wow.
You know, I was just being
What
a
did
little.
you give it?
3.75.
Oh,
No, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so we're on the
I don't
same
know.
basically.
I was just being coy. I was being a little, having fun, and
Yeah, how'd that
You
work
know.
out?
hey,
Didn't work out good for me and Frank. I'll tell
Chris
you
has a
what.
wet dick, and you had some whiskey dick. So how did that work out?
it really wasn't bad mixed
Frank's
with
got-
this, man.
we got two
You
wet.
know what? You know
we
what
got
you should
two
do
wet
next
dicks
time?
over
Like
My
the
wife's,
liquor episode, he should have mixed whiskey dick with this because it wasn't bad.
Oh,
my wife's gonna wake up in a minute. Like, what the fuck is that smell? It's
Or as
Frank
punishment,
Wet Dick.
you could drop the shot glass into the beer that you didn't finish yet after you already took sips
that
to
was
assess
delicious.
That's
it.
exactly what you just
And
did.
then
Yeah, that's what I just did. It
It
was
did
delicious.
exactly.
oh, you did.
delicious.
Oh, I didn't realize there's beer in your glass.
Great.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For
I'm
those
sorry,
of you
I'm
following
sorry,
on,
I'm
Chris
sorry.
has just joined us on the show.
He just woke up.
I'm sorry.
All right, but
Thanks
listen,
for
I thought you.
I
thought your glass
really
was empty.
enjoy that. Like from episode 1 to episode, we're developing rules and we're
Yeah.
developing like new rules we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. If I
Yeah,
pour and I
we
miss,
canceled
I
rules, too.
suffer.
We also canceled rules.
Yeah, rules suddenly just disappear sometimes too.
Which ones?
It was one of the shots all throughout the fucking thing.
Well, that one needed to get.
Yeah, that one
That's gonna be
Last
atrocious.
episode.
They didn't get canceled. They got amended to person drinks a bad beer.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's
we
an amendment.
canceled out fucking drinking shots throughout the whole goddamn thing.
It's an amendment, Frank.
Oh,
Okay.
listen.
Did we all rate this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what we.
Yeah.
kinda just did.
Finish your beer, Doug. Why are you always last?
Always last.
I'll
That
take
was
that
you.
one. I
That
got
was
4.
you. That was you that
I
time.
go.
burped. That was me.
He didn't go. Doug didn't go.
He got 6.
I-
He's still the
Oh, Doug
worst.
doesn't care. He
He's still
didn't
gonna
go.
lose. This is my second.
Well, it depends how many more
All
we
right,
get.
so I got-
Are we doing this through Slosh Talk?
No,
No,
Slosh
Slosh
Talk is
Talk,
where
you
you
start
start
with
with
the
the
bad
beer.
beers.
How many beers we got left?
Thanks for joining us, Chris. If you paid attention to the very beginning of the show where we explained the rules, that if you lose, you're going to drink a whole bad beer by yourself at the beginning of Slosh Talk.
Yes, Doug. I noticed there's 7
fuck.
beers in front of
Should we
us.
get
now.
you a clip for that microphone? You just put it right under your chest.
I was trying
What
to-
the fuck
was-
is
I-
happening over
I
I
was
there?
was just gonna lay it on my
I-
dick.
I was
He's
trying
like,
to adjust
yeah.
it.
So anyway, Doug, I was just
Dude,
trying to hit.
He put it to his throat like an old smoker.
I'm
Let me enjoy
making
my-
love. I'm making love to the microphone.
Yeah, I smoke so much I still fear that shit.
Me and the microphone are one now.
You're
That's
one.
why your lap's wet. Every time you take a sip, it
Oh,
pours out of
yeah.
your hole in your throat.
It has nothing to do with you pouring it on my dick. Every other episode.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
My glass was all the way over here.
Well, now there's a penalty for that.
The
And it's
video
whiskey
proves
dick.
that you're a liar.
So,
Anyway, are we,
The funny thing is
hold
that
on.
Chris
As he just unplugs his mic by ripping the cord up.
All right, we're good.
Chris is like there looking at me. He's like, "I'm gonna pour this in your glass." I'm looking at you, asshole. He's still trying it.
Wait.
We good. We're good.
But for reference,
It's a butt
you
for
guys won't know this because, like,
That's a butt for.
we're hanging out all the time. We're not filming everything. But I'm just curious
We don't hang
that
out
when
all
we remember this episode's pouring of the glass, will your glass go from it was here, it was here, it was over here, it was over here. Doug was holding my glass because when he referenced the last episode that I poured beer on him,
You poured it right on my dick. My
it
glass
was
is
literally
all the way
right
over
here. I poured it and he moved it over.
Well, let me
When
explain-
he described it, he was like, "It was on my knee, Jay. It was over here.
Well, let me-
I was bent.
yeah.
It changed and it was further and further every time he told the
Well,
story."
let me explain something. My glass,
Every time he
my
told the story.
My glasses are relevant this episode. You basically went like this, and you went
No,
like
no,
that.
in this episode, you poured it on his dick for
I
sure.
did a little bit of that.
You really did
a
pour it
little bit.
all over my dick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Frank,
shower
yeah.
after this.
Yeah, I was saying
Not
so.
together though. That's weird.
No, that's
Yeah, keep in
that's
mind,
weird.
he's already talking about taking down fucking Caputo. So
We're talking about television shows, but okay. Yeah.
We're fucking nuts, dude.
Oh,
Which
man.
bottle looks like
mean,
the
not
reference?
fucking nuts.
The reference of Caputo in that bunch.
why are
Here-
we still
here-
talking about this
it's
guy's
like-
dick, Chris?
It's like when you line prisoners up.
But look,
which one did it?
But wait.
Look,
Wait, no.
Orange
Nobody.
is
Hey,
the
listen,
black. It's
Frank
on
and Jay.
theme. It's on
Frank and
theme.
Jay, stop talking. Just let Chris talk, please. We have to follow this through. So when you line prisoners up, what? We got to go all the way.
Yeah,
with
go
this.
ahead, bro.
We're on
You
the
dug it.
Please,
All
this
right,
is gonna be
all right.
gold. Go ahead.
We're on the theme of orange is the new
Right.
black. So
You
what
line
do you
prisoners
do
up.
when somebody goes to jail? You line them up.
Right.
Which one did it?
Right.
Which bottle did it? Which bottle looks
On
like
Orange is the New
Caputo's
Black.
wing?
Did you ever see
Which bottle
Caputo's
did
dick?
what?
Which bottle looks like Caputo's wing? Right?
Have you
So-
ever seen Caputo's dick on the show?
No.
Which bottle looks like Caputo's
We were
dick?
talking about a reference, okay? And you
So
heard me.
what
so
we've
stop trying to
established is
embarrass
that there's
me. We were
7
trying. We were
bottles of
talking about a
beer in front of
reference.
us. Chris is looking at
So
them and
it-
thinking into his brain,
no,
which one
no.
looks like Caputo's dick?
The
Is what we've
woman,
discovered here.
the woman who liked him said he's soda can man. So which bottle to you looks like soda can man? We were talking about television shows.
This is-
you know, and
This
that's
isn't
it.
getting
Nobody
better.
ever talked about television shows.
Descended
did
into
they?
madness.
Nobody talked about television.
All
shows.
over a dick,
Oh,
too.
I'm not. You know.
So I guess we should pick our favorite beer of the night.
I like
before we
women.
go.
Oh,
Beer of the
fuck.
night.
You know, if I didn't
Oh,
like
the
women,
next beer is bad beer of the night? We're
Yeah,
done?
We're it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
Oh, that's not good for me because I lost. So great for me. Awesome.
What was the first sour we did? Caputo's dick?
No, that was
No.
the Oude Bruin.
That was the first sour we did?
That was the first soury one.
Give me that
we
one.
did.
The Vandergill sisters from White Chicks. That is my favorite beer of the night.
Boy, thank God you're not pronunciating.
All right.
This is your favorite beer of the night?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass him
you
the-
could
Chris
say-
goes,
Caputo's
Pass
dick.
me Caputo's dick.
Caputo's dick?
No, no.
Apparently you
That
do.
was- no.
I just banged
The
my
fourth-
face off my mic.
Give me the fourth beer after the IPA.
Oh,
That
after
one?
the idea
Yep.
is Caputo's
No,
dick.
no, the fourth.
That's Caputo's
Who
dick.
counts like that? The fourth beer, not the sixth beer. No, no.
The same one that Jake had in his hand.
No, the fourth beer.
That
You'll
one,
see.
That one.
When if you watch us
Next
live
to
on
the
Instagram
IPA.
before we film a
To the
show,
right of the
Oh, so not
IPA.
the fourth one after.
we drink
the
a lot
IPA.
before
No,
the
fourth
show.
one. Fourth in
This is what
succession.
happens.
Yeah.
We are madness right
The
now.
fourth in succession.
It is
Brugse.
Animal House right
Yes.
now.
So this to me was the best beer of the night. You know, I don't have a sense of smell, obviously, and you can't see that, but I don't have a sense of smell that. What?
I forgot
Done.
about that beer, brother.
Yeah.
I forgot
So
about that
it's-
beer.
It had that copper kind of, easy to drink beer taste to it. I liked it quite a bit.
This is
don't
actually
remember
my,
what I rated
my
it.
favorite beer.
I'm
as
changing
Yeah,
my mind.
You can just slide it down. Here.
I'm changing my mind. I'm reverting back to that one. I forgot about that beer.
Also, my favorite beer of the night.
We had 92, so I forgot about it. My favorite
James
beer of the
also
night.
changing his mind, so that means that
Well, you liked it because your name was on it.
unanimously,
Yeah, right?
the Brugse
Bruzat.
Yeah.
is the favorite beer of the night.
Unanimous.
This is
decision.
the-
I forgot all about that beer. Good call bringing
Yeah.
that back.
Yeah.
That was
This
really
is
good.
the double, right? Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
double,
That was a good beer.
7.5% alcohol by volume,
think
from
it-
Belgium,
I think it was
obviously.
a 4.7.
So that's the
Yeah,
beer of the
yeah,
night
yeah.
for us, Brugse.
Wow. So now after 7,
Right, so he had 7
Questionable
beers,
beers.
that we all loved and thought were great. Now it's time to move on to bad beer of the night. This week,
Dun, dun, dun.
it's important that we notice, or that
from
it's
Belgium as
important that we mention that bad beer of the night doesn't necessarily mean that a brewery brewed a bad beer.
Right.
Just means that a beer was stored improperly, a beer was left out in the sun and is light struck, was left in the backseat of a car, was left warm in a
Actually
basement,
sucked.
was, whatever. Or we've also added the part where it's just disgusting, where we go out and buy Four Locos or Clamatos or those kinds of things. So
Improper fucks.
nobody is saying that this beer was brewed improperly or that it's gross or
Right.
anything like that.
It just
So
tastes like shit.
tonight's bad beer of the night.
It was handled improperly.
We're assuming it went. We're assuming it's gross on our behalf for
Yeah.
wrongfully storing
It was
What
handled
the
handled
fuck
improperly.
is
It was
that?
brewed
What
properly.
the fuck? Is
Tonight's
that?
bad beer of the night is called Peter, Pale, and Mary.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
That is the most colorful fucking can I've ever seen.
That looks.
This is
great.
a folk pale ale from Mikkeller. And if
Mikkeller
I'm not
Brothers.
mistaken, Mikkeller has places all over the place. But if you want to fight me on this, it says right here on the back, product of Belgium. Get at me, motherfucker. So this is our Belgian bad beer of the night. It's I can't read any of these words. 4.6% alcohol by volume, and Surgeon
Light.
General warning: don't drink it. Basically, is what it says on the back. Beyond that, I can't read it.
That's great news.
So Peter, Pale, and Mary is the
Let's
bad beer
rock
of the
it,
night.
dude.
That's great
It's-
news.
oh,
Do we?
I left out the most important part. Best by 4/11/2016.
Do we? Rock paper scissors for last pour. Who gets the smegma?
Best by 4/11/2016. Do we need a rock paper scissors?
Who gets the smegma?
No.
Last pour.
Are we
I don't
doing
think
it
it's gonna be
too?
swinging a pale ale. I don't think it's gonna be really
No.
smell.
All right, fuck it. Let's rock out. I'll take it. Fuck it.
It sort of smells like every bad
Just-
beer we've
yeah,
ever.
What if this
So-
bad beer is like the best beer we had tonight?
Right?
Besides, well, obviously
It
that
might
that
be.
Was, that was a good beer. Come on, we all picked
Are we
that.
gonna end up in the hospital one of these days? Or at least
I'll take last.
No,
I want last now.
No, the homebrew guy said
Yeah,
as long
yeah,
as there's
I
not
deserve- I
there's
deserve
not
last.
strings in your beers.
Yeah, as long as it's not stringy.
Yeah.
So the first thing I noticed is there's a lot of strings in here. No, I'm just kidding.
What's with your pour? Oh no, your pour's alright.
No, it's a serious pour.
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
you
No,
talking
that
about?
pour's
It's a real
okay.
pour.
That pour's okay.
It doesn't look bad, man. Looks like a beer beer.
I don't know
It
if I
smells.
lost anything.
It smells stale.
Frank
but it
might
looks
have
okay.
Frank might have lucked out here. No, very good.
Did we all pour just about to
Yeah,
the
we did.
brewery sign?
I'm right at the treehouse lettering.
Wow, me too.
Oh my god.
That's a first. We
Evenly
actually-
poured all the way
yeah,
around.
No
Doesn't it
meat.
smell
No meat
stale?
hands. No meat
Can I
hands.
see that real
Smells-
quick?
It smells like rotten meat.
I've had a lot of Mikkeller Brothers beer too before.
Oh
Not
my
this one.
god.
4.6 alcohol by volume.
Now, where did this beer come from? Was this your?
Well, it says product of Belgium.
Belgian.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
No, no,
Mikkeller
Doug,
is-
this-
Oh, you actually got
Yeah,
it.
this is
I
all
don't
Doug.
think they're only in Belgium though. I think they're like Swedish
I
and
know.
other things.
No,
too,
he asked.
but-
He asked a good question. Where did it come from? Did you get it
Who
from like an
purchased-
import from
yeah,
Belgium,
where-
or
who-
did you?
No, I bought it in some trip to Massachusetts fucking 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Oh, one of the
I was
ones.
gonna say
One of the
that's
ones
where
we
It was
went
like a
on.
shelf turd from
yeah,
2 years
yeah.
ago.
yeah. One of the liquor store.
That's a good
craft
call
liquor
because I would have
stores.
thought he imported this with those.
No, I just happened to have that one. I was sitting on that one, knowing that one day I would import beers.
Actually,
No, but Mikkeller actually they
actually
sometimes do
remember when
brew
he bought
here.
that.
There are some beers. They do collabos with other people.
We were Yankee.
Aren't they the ones that do
Yankee
all
Brewing liquor.
You're lazy and I should just stuck to the fucking glass.
Aren't they the ones that do the
No, no, no.
milkshakes with Tired Hands.
Tired
Oh
Hands.
no, that's
No, they don't do
Omnipolo.
many collabs.
That's Omnipolo.
Really weird label. It's two dudes breathing hot air on a
She's like
chick.
blowing him with a radar.
Yeah, that's Peter and Pale, and then Mary's on the in the middle.
Yeah.
Eiffel
Peter
Tower
Pale.
style.
All right, so it's molestation on a pan.
Eiffel Tower
Look
style.
at the lacing in that. How it just fucking sticks to the glass. It's either that or these are real
The
dirty.
beer doesn't look unhealthy. I'll say that.
It doesn't look unhealthy.
Visually, it doesn't.
It smells like an
It
expired beer.
smells awful. Yeah,
But
it really
smells
doesn't
like
smell right.
visually,
You get a little classroom chalk.
Yeah, some fucking
You got a little
Definitely, like I have to deep breathe myself to to take a sip of this.
You
You
get
got a
that
little-
formaldehyde.
Little formaldehyde classroom
yeah.
chalk.
I see a little Valdez oil spill on the top there.
No speckles in anybody's glass.
No,
No, I tried to tell you, there probably wasn't. Gonna
Actually,
be.
mine's is
No.
much cloudier than everybody else's if you look at it.
It's blotchy on
Got
the
the
top.
last
See the
four.
blotchy?
Yo, they all look like they're holding up Simba.
Yeah. See the blotchiness
Oh.
on the top. That's what
How is it? How is it? How is it?
How was that?
I'm
You
excited.
you taste. it?
It's
Oh.
just old and just
Oh, stale. Very stale.
Stale.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh God.
he's picking shit out of his.
What are you doing?
That came out of the bottle, and that is an eyelash.
No way.
No way.
Are
You
you
had to have blinked into the fucking thing.
Are you kidding me?
Well, keep that rotten eyelash
That
over there.
is an eyelash
That's
in
a
your
first.
glass.
Is that a first?
That's a first.
That's the first. Mikkeller, you're getting sued.
Thanks, guys, for the eyelash in my glass.
Hope there's no pubic
Friday
hair.
nights for the eyelash in your glass. Get Mikkeller's.
Hopefully, I don't get any pubes in there.
Oof.
For God's sakes.
What's a
Disgusting.
pube?
I don't know. I shave, so I wouldn't.
Oh,
That is.
well, you got to shave that way. Caputo's dick slides around on you easier for when you're pegging each other.
soda can man.
Docking.
According to the
That is
female.
not
Is one where you
good.
stick your penis in the tip of somebody else's
Docking.
penis? Is that docking or
Docking.
pegging?
They pull their
How
foreskin
could
over
that
your
even?
head when
That
you
is
touch.
disgusting.
Docking, right?
Why are we talking about docking?
This is
Because he's
fucking
been
weird.
talking about dick for 2
I
hours.
haven't. I was talking about a TV show. where I
So
saw
weird.
Caputo reference. That is gross. Not
Frank.
even close. Where are you at now? 3, 4?
No, he's got
He's
three.
at
Alright.
3.
He's
No,
3, 3, and
3,
6.
3, 6, 2.
One.
Yeah,
one.
no, he's got one.
Take it
He's
easy,
got
guys.
That was a
Come on.
man burp, though. If we
He
call
didn't
that.
even
was.
make
No,
an
that was a
effort.
real burp.
On his one, he didn't make an effort.
That was a
he
man
knew he
burp.
was so far
I didn't know.
behind.
It's not that I knew.
You
I didn't
didn't
hear
need
anybody
to.
burp. I was
Yeah.
just like,
He couldn't
oh,
get past his hat. He was
What?
like, "How do I do this? How do I wear hats?"
You didn't
He's
need
all
to.
fucked up.
You didn't need to. So I just
It's
started.
a bad beer.
Yeah.
And
It's as advertised.
Good job. I don't think
I don't
this
think
one.
this one was
you know,
I don't think
advertised.
this one's.
All of these are good. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know.
I
this
mean,
one was
I'm
ever
talking about
good.
the expired beer, the bad beer. So,
oh
you know,
man, that leaves a taste in your mouth.
But it's not
So
fair.
Chris, what are you saying? That it's not fair to judge the brewery on the beer?
Correct.
Because it's good.
We don't.
Correct.
Because it was our
Chris,
fault.
Do
No,
you
I know
ever
the
pay
point.
attention to the show?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I
we
do a
don't.
whole preamble
No,
where I
I-
say it's
no,
not
I-
to say that the brewery is brewing
Yeah,
a bad beer.
I
It's just that
understand.
it's stored
No,
improperly.
I know. I just wanted to remind the
Oh.
viewers. I get it. Was that a burp?
No, it was
No,
a
it's
cough.
just vomit.
His vomits count.
No.
Can we do that? All right. Never mind. Damn it.
There is. You missed the liquor show. There is a rule. There is no forcing like
I
burp,
wa-
burp, burp,
I
burp,
watched-
burp. You know what I mean?
I watch a liquor show.
That
Got to be some natural
bad.
shit that happens.
Yeah.
But this is making me want to burp. You finished yours already,
Oh, I
gentlemen?
had to do that
Jesus.
I wasn't enjoying
Oh,
that.
it's so bad.
My stomach's starting to turn for this beer. It's not a good
Yeah, it's
sign.
not good.
Man, I can't stop yawning. It's also isn't good.
You're contagious.
Got
Yeah.
a bunch of
Make
Franks
me
on the
yawn.
couch with me.
You know, it's a
You
proven,
talking about Frank's
it's a
like
proven
penises,
science that when somebody else
Why-
yawns,
Hot dog?
Why would you go to
somebody yawning.
penises and
It's
not
I don't know.
hot
This
dogs?
guy in his
I meant
fucking
Franks
Caputo
like
reference.
I meant
It's weird,
Franks
it's
like
weird.
snoring fucking dudes.
Oh,
Which
Frank.
one?
Frank.
Frank, where you at? What number you
Let's,
at?
listen,
Uh-oh.
trust me. If I get to 5, we're gonna end the show quick.
I'm
Thanks for coming.
at 3.
No, you had
I'm at 3.
4.
I'm at, I
No,
promise
he's
I'm
at
at 3.
3.
I'm at 3. Doug's 3. I'm
4,
3. He's 4.
3.
You're
3,
6.
3, 4,
The only one
6.
close to you right now is Frank.
Yeah. What happened to the actual burps being like, audible?
I know you guys.
That was on my mic, bro. Doug.
That was
he
forced.
forced that shit.
Yeah, that was weird. He didn't even burp. He goes, ah!
Yeah.
The first part was a burp, and then I couldn't control it.
Even and the funny thing is that even him burping, he was the second person to get his hands on it.
Chris, so now he's at 7. So we're good. All right, so everything's good.
Yeah, we're
Well, you should give me
All
credit
right,
for
so
give me
since
credit
these
for the last
fucking
one.
Neanderthals powered through this
Listen.
bad beer.
you fucking knock it back, bro. Trust me. That shit is not worth. That's not worth trying. Oh, take that!
Oh, no! Oh my God!
I will sacrifice me losing that.
Does it count that he spilled some?
I will.
Watch your glass, Jay.
Jay, are you,
Count that he spilled some?
Are you
Does that
kidding?
count?
Are you kidding?
Nah,
Are-
he-
Well,
are
all
you
right.
kidding?
So let's
Are you
let's
kidding?
discuss the rule.
I'm gonna
80%
sacrifice.
was in
The
his
majority
glass.
of it went in your glass, but he spilled a little bit. What's the rule?
One drop I spilled. Look, it's right here.
It was on my hand.
One drop.
No,
One
that
drop.
doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
All right.
When you spill a whole beer on somebody's cock and balls. That
It's not
counts.
gonna happen, Jay. He has
Yo,
no hands,
yo,
sir.
I just go, it's worth the shot. I just dump it on him.
He throws it wouldn't be the first beer I've had thrown in my face, but usually it's from a female, not
We're
from
running
you.
my fucking cock.
Oh man,
I've had a few drinks thrown in
that
my
beer's
face.
looking worse by the fucking.
It's Gorillas of
Really?
Booze, and what we don't do is pour beers out.
You can definitely get
Unless
that.
you're gonna pour 'em on somebody else's fucking cock.
You can definitely get that medicine in you because it is
Yeah,
medicine.
get
Down
that
in
medicine. Get
one.
that medicine in you, Jay. Down in
Come on.
one.
You can do it.
Down in one. Down in one sip.
There you go. That a boy. That's a
Man.
good boy.
Atta
That's
boy.
a
He
good
cupped the
boy.
balls.
He did. He got.
What
Yeah,
a
go
good
ahead.
boy. You
Took
want
it
to
there a
wanna
little
go?
bit.
You want
Wanna
a
go?
treat? You want a treat
You got a
now
bucket?
too?
You want to go?
It was
Well,
one of
I
you
can't
two.
share.
That's fine.
Doug's
Still
at
not gonna
4.
lose. He's at
7.
7, so we're still good.
Yeah. it was,
Believe
well,
me, if it gets to 6, well, he's at 8 now.
I got my satisfaction from pouring my beer in his. So I'm
Listen.
good. I'm good.
Keep that in mind when you're slugging down a fucking 15-year-old Brooklyn lager or whatever.
All right, so
As long as it has
flash,
strings. There's no strings in them. right?
flashback. Episode 2, 3,
Rewind.
4. We just powered through a bad beer on episode 8.
Mm.
That was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Powered through it.
Like nothing.
Powered through, and
Yeah.
it tastes like cleaner, and it tastes
Yeah.
like
You know the problem is that I think I'd rather get through something like that much faster than to fucking like
9.
just don't even bother.
No, I think I have an idea of what happened this time. Is that, listen, we went with a very specific style of beer. Did anybody love any of these?
I did.
I did. I like the one that I
the
paid.
one with the copper.
So
I
you-
for
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
love that we're done with it.
All right,
No,
so
we all
with
like
the
the
exception of
fourth
Jay,
beer.
you loved 1 out of 6. So it's not the same thing when we have
7.
the bad beer of the night. We're throwing up on each other because it's not the same where we actually try to bring like, hey, this is a good beer, this is a
Yeah,
good
you
beer, and then we
enjoy
have
it,
the bad
enjoy
beer
it,
of the night,
enjoy
and it's atrocious. These beers were all okay. They're styles that we don't typically go for. Chris is
I'm not
at
even
10.
trying. I'm not even trying.
So I don't feel like the bad beer. Like I hated the bad beer, but it was like having one after the liquor show.
Yeah.
Where it's
I
11.
told you I'm not
Chris,
trying. No, I'm not even
Where it
trying.
didn't have the same.
I vetoed it at this point.
All right,
So-
so
It was not a bad episode, man.
I gotta say, there was a
for the Belgian episode,
yeah, shit. It's
I
been
gotta be fucking honest, man.
And to be honest,
Yeah.
it's been a
Fuck, I
while
hated
since we
that.
recorded,
Yeah.
so we're like sitting here. Like,
I didn't like that at all.
What do you mean?
missed
It
this.
hasn't been that long.
That's some bullshit.
Again,
I
though,
missed
we,
it. I didn't
we
like
don't.
that.
You don't
Huh?
drink enough.
I didn't like that at all. I'm gonna reiterate, I didn't like that.
Oh, look at. Oh, look at. Oh, look
You
at.
want to look at the bottle and read the bottle?
I didn't like that at all.
I don't like it.
Are we,
I like it a lot. You did not like it a lot.
This episode, Belgian beer, aka Caputo's penis, was not good. Was not.
I would not
Or
imagine. I would
When
not
this hits
imagine.
YouTube,
So-
it's
so-
going to be
so
episode
did
8,
man.
Yo,
Belgian beers / Caputo.
yo, but you know,
He's
but you
talking
know,
about Bruce Jenner.
you
earlier,
know how
so it's
funny
my
like
defense.
the internet is, and like they like to take videos and clip some shit. Like the thing that'll make us famous is
Caputo.
like. Watch this one dude that drinks beer just constantly talking about Caputo's penis.
just talks about dick the whole time.
We just those clips of him talking about his penis.
We were referencing TV shows.
She
in my
reminds me of, like
defense.
super bad.
And you were
know?
talking-
You keep saying that. I don't. Who was referencing TV shows?
He was talking about Caitlyn Jenner. You were talking about Caitlyn Jenner.
We were talking about like a beer, and then you just started talking
He's
about
talking
Caputo's
about-
dick, and we were like, we were talking about TV shows. What TV show were we talking
The
about?
bottle reminded me of the
I
reference.
think it's
to
my
the show.
fault. I
The
said
reference.
All right.
I said half chub, and it went in from half chub.
Stick
to-
around.
It was your
Caputo's
fault.
dick.
It was your fault, Frank.
Once we're
actually.
done with this, we're gonna keep the cameras rolling. We're gonna drink some good fucking beers.
Oh,
except for
yeah.
this guy, he's gonna start off with a bad
Yeah,
beer because he
that's
lost the
great.
contest.
That's
And
great.
Caputo's
So that's a
dick.
good reason to stick around for Slash Talk. Is he's starting off with a bad beer we haven't had yet because he lost the contest.
Please don't root for me to throw up like you're rooting for him to throw up in the liquor episode. And they were rooting for him.
If
to
you're
throw up in the
looking
liquor
on YouTube, Jason G Music on Instagram, it's
episode. Fitness Empire and Muff Diver on
Untapped.
Untapped. Yep,
Untapped, it's Jason A. Ruger,
Yep, yep.
Latino for life.
and Untapped
On
is
Just-
Instagram, it's Frank the Tank.
Just no attention.
Doug?
To you. All right. So, for me, Instagram is DVDSN. Untapped is Doug GOB. Also, follow us, our group Instagram, which is Guerrillas of Booze on Instagram. We're making a lot of strides. We've more than doubled our followers since last time we recorded a show. So we appreciate everybody. We love everybody.
Damn,
for
we
that.
appreciate
the,
y'all.
the
For
love
sure.
and the
love y'all.
and everything.
The love is
We also
real.
have a sort of a fun account. If you're, if cute dogs are your
Yep.
thing,
I was just
I
gonna
have
mention
2
that.
dogs that I love to death, and we've kind of called them our mascots. So you can also follow the Gorilla Booze Hounds on Instagram if you're into doggies. Twitter is Booze
Twitter.
Gorillas.
Yep.
Facebook is the Gorillas of Booze.
Seriously,
YouTube WGOB Network, obviously.
our
GOB
subscribers
TV.
are growing in leaps and bounds on Instagram, but they're also growing on YouTube. If you're watching this, check us out on Facebook, man. Gorillas of Booze on Facebook. We
Yeah.
respond to messages and stuff. If you like something, go ahead and give it a share. Shout out to everybody who's ever liked anything. Everybody who followed from the beginning to our new followers. You have to understand, we deeply appreciate you, man.
Yeah, for
Some
sure.
accounts are like, I got 1,000 followers, and they don't give a shit. Like, we
Right,
love every
right.
single one of you. We appreciate you. We're noticing when everybody comments, when you do anything, we appreciate it.
You are
So
not. You're
thank
not
you.
just a number.
Yeah, for
We-
sure. I
we
mean,
notice
if you
everything.
follow us, we do our best to follow you back, and,
Yeah.
and we don't just follow you back for whatever. I mean,
We're active.
we're gonna
Yeah.
try to get in there. We're gonna
Yep.
watch the Instagram stories. We're gonna
Yep.
like the post, the whole thing in it. And I've noticed just from looking at our account that we have similar accounts that just keep liking us over and over and over again. So I do,
Love
we
y'all.
do our
Raise a
best.
glass.
Yeah,
We
Love
do
y'all.
our best
Yeah.
to try to
For
do
real.
the same thing and like all your shit.
Yeah.
We're just trying to build something together. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're just trying to have fun together. And listen, we all
Love for the same stuff.
we all
making
love
this
the
happen,
same
though.
stuff. Exactly.
We're
We all-
making this
we all
happen.
have
We're
the
living the
same-
craft
so-
dream, and you guys are a part of it.
Right.
Right. So we're
Absolutely.
just having a
Um,
good time. That's all. So
Let's get out of here the way we always do.
let's do it. Let's
Sound
get
good?
out of here, and we're
Good
gonna get ready
episode.
for Slash Talks. You know how we do it.
Peace.
Peace.
And some
Swishies.
sheets.
Peace and
We
smushy.
outie.
See you. We out.
We out.